Do 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 do. Howdy, motherfuckers. We back.
We out here.
Back.
We in here.
We is out here. It's been a few months. I have not done one of these, and it's a special one. We have this probably gonna be the most blackest episode so far. It's definitely it's definitely the first time we've had more than 4 people on the show. So we're breaking a record to start the season. We have 5 people on the show. We got my co-host who has gone by another name change since the last episode. He is now gone by Puhniff, aka Flash, aka Duran, aka PNF, aka Stefan Diggs.
Yo,
AKA
the logo is dope as shit, bro.
You like that? You like that?
The logo is dope as shit.
New season, new things, man. New season, new things. And we are back. We got some legends. Some motherfucking legends. Some iconic legends actually in the building.
I don't know why Granddad's sitting there like he's shocked by this.
Acting like he's shocked. These gentlemen,
like he's shocked.
These gentlemen have amassed thousands of followers, thousands of views. I can't even count the amount of content they have all produced. On multiple platforms, might I add. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, they are there. We got the boys from Dead End Gaming. We are missing the lovely Tyler Durden. She could not be with us here today, but she is definitely missed. We got Mr. International Worldwide BZ430.
Oh, stop.
We got everybody favorite drug dealer, Granddaddy.
There you go. That's
wait.
Everybody's favorite drug dealer, Granddaddy.
What?
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
with Corey? What?
And we got a fellow you guys have heard on the mic recently a few times as he has blessed me with his presence on stream for gaming. Mr. It's finna get messy himself. Not Bloodbath, aka KF.
What's up?
Fellas, how you doing?
I didn't realize it's finna get messy was going to be a thing. I was like, okay, I just be saying that. I didn't know that y'all thought it was that funny.
Bro, on God, I put this on everything I love. Me and Esquire was in Cancun. I was saying that shit to her like once a day. we was going to the beach and she was like, "Can you get the towels?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's finna get messy." Like
that's funny.
But how we feeling, fellas?
Y'all some nasty motherfuckers, bro.
Right. Feeling great.
We're doing good. We appreciate y'all having us on the show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a great intro. I thought he was
I
talking about
don't know
Beezy.
about great. I don't know about great because that was a lie about me. I mean, I think
he was talking about. I think it's like he's talking about Beezy the whole time. He's like he made so much content on these platforms. Like, oh, that was Beezy.
Content, nigga. Shit, what you mean?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. You be dropping whole albums. You right.
Right. Yeah. Right. New album on the way. You know, album of the millennium. You know.
Oh, look, we gonna hop right into it. Flash, sir. They just informed us about what they've been doing. What have you been up to? You've been missing from the land of Twitch for a little bit. I know you had some other shift in focus. What have you been up to yourself, sir?
Niggas been number school, nigga. That is it. School and working out. That's it.
Oh shit.
And I get bullied into working out, but outside of that, it's just I get bullied to do school shit too. To be honest with you.
If you ain't doing school shit, I mean, what's the point of paying for that motherfucking education? You feel me?
I be doing school shit, but they bully me to do extracurricular shit with the school shit.
Fair enough.
So
get paid for it, bro.
Yeah, just been school and working out, bro. That's been my life the past like 2-3 months now.
Man, that's adulting at its finest, man.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know.
I'm trying to be international like you, Beezy. I'm sorry.
Hey, no.
Everybody want to be like Beezy.
Bro, I was in Cancun. The dude that made my margarita, he came up to me. He's like, "You from America?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know BZ430?" I was like, "I definitely do." I was like, "Of course." He was like, "Tell my friend." I said, "What's up?" I was like, "Hey, all right, bro, you got it." Shit, crazy.
The lies.
Start show off with lies like that.
But real talk though, I will say what happened to me, and I had told Modest Mia this when I had called to check on him, make sure he was doing all right. the other day when I was leaving Home Depot getting some stuff because I'm doing some home projects here, and for the first time, the Cab County police officer recognized me. Like because when I was walking out of Home Depot, I was taking off my mask. I'm taking off my mask, putting it in my pocket, getting ready to put my stuff in my car. And the damn police officer noticed me. I'm like, I ain't never seen no police officer like notice me and was like, "Oh man, you busy from Dead Hip Hop or whatever." And I was like, it felt weird because normally it's just like regular people, but this was a damn police officer. I'm like, yo, if I get a ticket, you the first person I'm calling. Like, so that was weird. That was the first time the popos recognized me.
This man about to get government officials in his pocket now.
Right, he gonna get the key to the city next. Watch.
Look, he just said he had to go to Home Depot, so he might need overnight security to watch the supplies while he build that extra wing on the mansion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't leave a bulldozer out there unprotected. Niggas will steal a bulldozer. You know what I'm saying?
Here y'all go.
You adding the bathroom to the walk-in closet, bro?
Bro, his bathroom has a walk-in closet.
No, it does not. Like, what are y'all talking about?
That nigga said he finna put a pantry in the bathroom so he got snacks in the tub. I feel you, bro.
Lies.
It's okay.
I remember him saying these things. He said something about trying to make sure that his TV fit inside his bathroom. I said, nigga, what the fuck you doing in there?
Oh, you ain't know? BC said he got the TV inside the tub on the floor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then it projects up on the screen. That's some futuristic shit.
Yeah. He was also telling me about how he wanted to build a whole new dance floor in the back part of his house.
Not a dance floor.
He wanted to put a fish tanks in the floor. I said, BZ, I ain't never heard of that.
Motherfucking floor.
Yeah.
You dancing on sharks?
He said he wanted to be walking on water like Jesus. I said, that's crazy.
Hey. You ain't telling him about the lion in the back. You ain't telling him that he got a lion in the back, right?
God, man, what is going on here?
This man got a whole Mufasa in the back just chilling. He said, because we got to be about that lion life. He got a whole lion, bro.
Oh, wait, so you telling me BZ want to be Jesus? The 430 made sense because 4 + 3 is 7. God made fucking the world in 7 days. I see.
What is going on?
I see. Okay.
It's starting to make sense now, BZ.
It's all making sense.
Oh, it really does.
It's not making sense at all. Stop it.
Jesus Christ. That's what we're going to start calling him.
Call that man Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
No. Oh, hey, look, you go to Mexico and I'm like, Jesus. Jesus. Not Jesus, you Jesus. But first question I got for y'all fellas, because y'all are so tight knit, man. That's one thing I've always loved about the DEG crew. Everybody, whether it's the hip hop section, the gaming section, no matter which part of Dead End I'm supporting, everybody seems so tight knit. So my question to you fellas is, where did you all meet? Where did you find each other? I know not everybody's originally from Atlanta, but I know everybody's based out of Atlanta right now.
I actually
first.
Yeah, I met Granddad through Mike Seatown, who I also do Dead End Hip Hop with, because Granddad was in the YouTube space as well when we first got started doing Dead End, and Mike had mentioned him, and I don't know, and Granddad, I don't know where you got cool with Mike or how y'all two meet, but I know I met you through Mike Seatown. He mentioned you before and told us to check out your channel and your content and stuff like that. So that's how I got acquainted with Granddad. Kev got interviewed for an intern. I remember Ken was telling me like, yeah, I'm about to interview, this brother, He's like, you want to come with me? I said, all right, bet, I'll come with you. So, I came with Ken and interviewed. And then so, after we interviewed Kev, I was like, man, I fucks with Kev. I was like, man, I fucks with dude right there. Kev was like, you think so? I was like, yeah, I like, bring him on. So yeah, that's how I got cool with Kev, because Kev ended up becoming an intern for our studio, because we had just acquired our studio. I think maybe like 3-4 months into that when we acquired our studio. And we was looking for interns and stuff like that. So yeah, I think you reached out, didn't you, Kev? Did you like find our stuff? Yeah, and reached out to us, and yeah, and from the time we interviewed Kev, I was like, oh yeah, bring him on. He's good. So yeah, that's how I know these gentlemen. And I know Tyler through a former Dead End Gaming member, Eric V. He introduced us to Tyler. He brought her on as a guest, and then when I found out when we both found out we was from Detroit, me and Tyler clicked like right away, and they were just like, oh yeah, we definitely got to have her on. Like
they started ganging up on everybody immediately.
Right? So then I asked Tyler would she want to be on it, and Tyler was like, yeah. So and me and Tyler we all been cool since then. So that's how I know these fine gentlemen and lady.
Okay. Yes. So basically the same thing. Well, with me, it's like going back to meeting Mike. So me and Mike C-Town met through going to shows. I would go to shows and hip hop shows around the city in Atlanta, and me and Mike had very similar tastes. So I actually ran into Mike. Well, he knew of me before then, but I ran into Mike at a show, and then I met y'all at an A3C festival. That's what I met. That's when me and Mike kind of started getting real cool. And
That's
then eventually,
right.
yeah. So
That's right.
so after that, like I just kind of was around, and then I did a couple collabs with y'all. Like I did like a couple videos with y'all, and then eventually, I remember like you was doing a live, BZ. You was doing an Instagram live when y'all was about to film. Like I was like early in the Dead End Gaming. I was early into it, and I was just in the live, and I was like, "Yo, y'all should bring me on." He was like, "Yeah, come on through." So then I went on. I was a guest on one episode. Then y'all invited me back not too long after because people dug me, and then eventually y'all invited me to be on the show full time. And when I was on the show full time, I think is when I don't know if I met Kev before then. I don't know when Kev came aboard to be the producer, but I met Kev. I think most of us met Kev when he came on to be a producer of the show, and then we all just got really cool. And then me and Kev ended up spawning out DEW, one of the greatest post shows of all time. One time for the one time, DEW. DEW.
Oh my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? One time. But yeah, and with Tyler, same thing. We met her through Eric V. And yeah, we all just kind of clicked. We all come from, except for B, B and Tyler, both from Detroit, but we all come from different like walks of life or different places, and like our, what?
Come on. You said besides BZ, we all come from different walks of life because BZ from Detroit. So you just basically let us know. That man said Detroit different. He said, nah, Detroit is different. I don't know what they got there, but that's not a walk of life.
Okay,
they come from somewhere totally different.
Wait a minute. Let me clean it up. I said BZ and Tyler. No, I said BZ and Tyler because they both now mind you, I'm from Gary, Indiana. That's like a couple hours from Detroit.
Oh yeah, bro. Freddie Gibbs from there, so I know how you give it up.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, Freddie Gibbs, me. Anyway,
the three best game bangers and drug dealers to ever come from Gary, Indiana.
Hey, don't say nothing. No. So yeah, it's just like we all come from different places and things like that, but we all just click together because we all just like complement each other so well. And like once we found like our rhythm, like the show just took off, and we just kind of like made it our own thing, and it grew over time. So yeah, this is the fam right here. Fam.
So I'll take my turn. Pretty much everything Beezy said. I lived in Atlanta. I was in school at the time, so shout out to Morehouse. I'm wearing the shirt. And I was listening to Is a Mic Salon, and they had the questions part of the podcast. And I was like, if you got a question, hit us up at the email. I said, fuck a question. My question going to be, y'all need an intern. I'm saying I was just trying to make something happen. So I emailed them. They responded. Ken told me to come up there for an interview. I remember Beezy was right there. He didn't really say much. He was playing video games. I mean, this is not exaggerated. I don't remember him saying much. It was just Ken B was playing a shooter. I don't remember what shooter it was. I remember he was playing a game. It had guns in it. That's all he played. And then I had the interview, whatever. They didn't really know what they wanted me to do. They didn't really, it was like, I mean, we need interns. We don't have a spot for you yet. So then, like, what did you say? Like 2 months later, they decided that they wanted to start Dead End Gaming. And I told Ken, I was like, oh, Ken, I love video games. I could easily do a show about this. He's like, oh, perfect. So then I made the outline.
Yep, that's Ken.
I made the outline, and then I started sending in like the notes every week. I've been designing the show literally since like the second episode, but I didn't come on to be on camera and everything, like in the studio, until a while later because I had a job. Like I was physically at work most of the time. And then Kim was like, I think we got it. But then eventually he's like, nah, I actually do need you to come in in person. I was like, okay. So then I started coming around more, and then been stuck. And then I eventually got stuck being on camera eventually. It wasn't the goal. I like being behind the scenes, but I couldn't always trust them to read the stories properly. So I was like, if I need the information out there correctly, I'll be there for fact checking. And then somehow, some way, BZ was like, nah, bro, just come on every week. It's like, okay, that's fine. I'll come on every week. Willie, yeah, I met Willie through the show. Me and Willie is dope. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. DEW all day. So that's how I met him.
Yep.
And Tyler, same way. She was a guest. And then she was real cool. The fans really gravitated towards her because like, it's nice to see black women in the space.
Absolutely.
And then when she came on permanent, me and Tyler got cool. So
yeah. I was introduced. I mean, I was familiar with Dead End Gaming just from you go to YouTube, look up who made an album review of this. I want to see who did whatever. So I was familiar through that realm. But I got plugged in initially with BZ through Dio.
Yep.
Dio, and everybody's favorite Jamaican. Oh yeah, if you didn't know Dio Jamaican.
I did not know the deal.
Yeah.
Since when?
Dio
he ran that you lying right now.
For the first time.
He's Jamaican, but he's an Asian in England.
So for the first time, I'm not lying.
In England.
He ran his ancestry and he came back like 10% Jamaican or something like that. Yeah, so Dio Jamaican.
Man wasn't on the island.
Hey, man, look,
He wasn't on the island eating jerk chicken and speaking patois, bro. I ain't trying to hear that.
I don't make the DNA. I just report on it, bro. That's all,
But you're not reporting correctly.
That's not correct.
Ain't nothing.
10% ain't
It
nothing.
don't matter. Doesn't matter.
Is it the number after 9?
Does it matter? It's a percent.
It's not enough of it.
If you win by 1, if you win by 1 or win by 10, it's still a win, right?
Make a trip there before we can even have that conversation. He gotta be
It's still a win, but that 10% ain't
Yo.
tip on the table, bro.
Hey, that's 10%. It's 10%. It's 10%.
Hey, you can't even put down 10% to get a house. So I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But yeah, Dio plugged me in with BZ, and I'll come to BZ stream because BZ reminds me of myself, where like he'll play a lot of the games that he don't give a fuck if you like it or not. He gonna play it because he want to play it, and I'm the same way. So I couldn't remember what it was he was playing when I first tapped in. I want to say it might have been a 2K stream. And he was the first human I've ever seen stream 2K just my career. Like he won't play in rec, he won't play in park. He was just playing my player and getting the hype hitting game with us on the CPU. I was like, oh, this my kind of nigga right here. He don't give a fuck, he having fun. And then through BZ you get introduced to the rest of the fellas by coming to the show. You guys will show love to the channel and stuff like that. And then after probably like a year or so knowing y'all, you asked Flash and myself to be on the show. So
it's been that long?
It's been a minute, bro.
Wasn't no year ago. It was a couple months ago.
I said over the course of a year?
Over the course of a year.
Okay. I was like, you on the show a year ago, but it was like over the course of a year.
Don't be discrediting this man's journey.
That's crazy.
Corey, wasn't I a guest earlier? And was it March, February? I was a guest.
I asked Beezy to be on the show because Beezy was the person I had the most rapport with. And then over the course of that, I've hung out with Kev a few times, kicked in the stream, been on y'all show, kicked it with Granddad and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, cool. Now that I know the cast, I want the cast to be part of the show. I felt like it's only right, And plus, I think at the time, Beezy was the only person I knew that actually streamed like his own stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'll have Beezy on first as the intro to warm up, and hopefully I'll get the boys on later on. So
there's a lot of firsts here because it's the first time we have 5 people up here, and then Beezy's the first double back person we had up here.
Yeah, BZ's the first double back guest. Yeah,
BZ's the first.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Why can't you just say returning? Because double back sound.
Double back. I feel like I'm all right. So check me out.
The block, man. I just circled the block. That's what I did.
So when we did,
easy, bro, that don't sound right.
So when we did that YouTube video, I felt kind of at home with y'all because y'all look. A lot of times, when you come and you do like different stuff, you do like different podcasts and shit like that with people, you have to act a certain way because you don't want to necessarily be like, all right, my fan base wasn't feeling that because he don't act a certain way around me, or he was acting a different way, or he's acting funny or something like that. But no, y'all kept it like, not necessarily hood, but y'all kept it G with a nigga.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. I like that with everybody, bro.
So,
I'm not gonna tell you to come on our show and tell you, hey, don't talk about this. We like to stay this round book, bro.
Right.
Either people gonna like it or they don't. Either we're gonna get ads or we're not. Like we're not gonna just act different while other people come around. Like, hey, bro, we like talk about this. We say these things.
Exactly.
So with everybody.
So that's the thing, right? That's the thing. I don't be saying returning. I feel like I'm at home with y'all. So I'm gonna say double back. Get a double back.
Hey,
thank you.
Busy with the double back. Okay.
With the double back.
With the double back. You know what I mean?
Double back can go for a lot of different things.
That sounds like an insult.
That just sounds.
That doesn't sound like
How's it sound? How's that insult?
It doesn't sound like an insult.
Double back. Like
it doesn't.
Wait.
Nah,
It doesn't sound insulting to me.
no, bro. You like, yo, we got Beezy with the double back. Look, we ain't gonna call you double back Beezy. I'm not calling you double back Beezy.
So
bro.
now y'all niggas ain't never double back at the buffet, huh? Y'all ain't never. The chicken never slapped. You never went back and got the chicken again.
Talk to him, Corey. Talk to him,
double
Corey.
back, like the verb, I've done it. But like to call him like
what you're
a
saying.
noun?
I said Beezy was the only person who doubled back on the show.
You're right. It's just I was expecting.
What to say? Spin the block on the show?
That's cool with me too. I would prefer that.
You know what?
I
You
don't know why I
forgot.
prefer
Look,
return or spin the
look.
block.
Kev is the same person that talked about. You know what I'm saying? We running from the ring on Apex, and he telling me, "Hold on, bro. I got to get my shit right. It's finna get messy over here."
Your ass in Apex,
So
bro. You ain't know that?
so we know where Kev mind frame is at. If his immediate thought is we running from the ring, it's finna get messy. That sounds like some different level of mind thinking.
That nigga
So
will leave
you know
in a
he just.
heartbeat,
I left him. That's the thing. I left him. So like, Kev mind is Kev is a unique individual. You know what I'm saying? What was the other shit Kev said? He said some wild shit on stream.
I don't even be saying.
Oh my god,
wild,
what was it
just
that he
be acting
said
like
was
I'm saying
wild?
something wild?
It's finna get messy was my personal fave though, bro. Oh, that's what you said, bro. You said I need to go find me a 301 so I can do this wet work. And I was like, bro, what? I was like, time out.
What? Hey, do what, bro?
I was like, it was in the same stream too. That's what it started with. It started with, yeah, I'm finna give him this wet work. And I'm like, why you gotta give him wet work? Can't you just shoot him? Like, is that not how the game works?
Bro,
and then later on, he said it's finna get messy. So I already knew Kev was built different, bro. That man.
This man said, "Wet work, get messy, bro."
Wet work, it's finna get messy, bro.
I ain't never heard him talk like that on our show, bro. Oh, you be acting different house. You over people's house, ain't you?
Who is this
When I'm not
guy?
on camera, when I'm not streaming with y'all.
Character friend you found out was acting up when y'all was away. You got to check when you come. Hey, bro, how you do that? Hey, man, you know.
When your teacher come back and she like the substitute left a list of names and you was acting up. I was always on the list.
Oh,
every time.
So fellas, I would like to know for everybody here, we got Beezy's answer, but this is our first time with Granddad, first time with Kev. But Beezy, you want to go again? You're more than welcome, sir. The origin behind the names, everybody's name is unique, different. Has nothing to do with the governments besides Beezy slightly, but you know, what origin you guys' names come from, so that way we know like why we're calling you, what we're calling you.
I'll go first because mine is a evolutionary name. So so Granddad Wooly is my hip hop alias, my rap name, but I just pretty much spawned it over everything that I do as far as content creation. But my initial first name was Tuscus Wooly, aka T Wooly, and then I just transitioned it over because I didn't like everybody having the name T something back then, T.I., T-Pain, T-Fairs, you know. So I had to find a way to get to a different name, and I always was told that I was like wise beyond my years, or when I would give people advice, I would say, "Yeah, you're like a granddad in a younger person's body," because you give I would give good advice to a lot of people. I would just like be very mature for my wise beyond my years, and I would always wear Kangos too. I stopped wearing snapbacks and the fitteds. I would always wear these like Kango hats.
Yeah, that picture you sent me was mad Jesus sandalish.
Look, I'm just
he only wears Kangos, bro. He only wears Kangos.
Bro, the Kango
you
has
a whole collection.
You make LL Cool J proud, bro.
A plethora of them. But so it just all came together. So eventually, after I put out one project, my last project, which was a project called MF Wooly Coleman, I was a cover album for the Doom album. I changed my name to Granddad Wooly and kept it that way. And also, what's the name that I know nobody's gonna take or steal because like it's a super unique name. So yeah, that's what it is. So basically, it's just my rap alias, just been evolved over the years, and now everybody knows me as the granddad, the granddaughter, Mr. 1,000 Hours. I got a lot of nicknames and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mr. 27.5. What you get it for? We know.
What you talking about? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
Look at me modest.
Them your prices, bro. I heard about you.
Right.
I did my research.
My album is not 27.5. That's a very expensive album.
We ain't talking about that album.
We ain't talking about the album.
What do you mean?
But I can relate though.
What about Kev? What does he do?
Hey, man, I can relate. Look, same thing.
Said, what about Kev?
You can relate to what?
What does Kev do? All right, y'all remember that episode of The Wire where
I've never seen
We're
The Wire.
on.
What is
I'm
that?
sorry. Excuse
Oh
me.
my god! Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, Corey. I
What?
should have warned you. I should have
What?
warned you that this man has never watched the freaking Wire.
I mean, I
before.
can understand not wanting to watch back your life story, so I get it. I understand.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
Okay,
Damn,
to be
good
fair,
one.
I've seen
That's
The
a good
Wire.
one.
I just haven't watched the entirety of The Wire.
Well, you remember the part when he asked Lil Mans about fucking up the count?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's Kev is Lil Mans. Be like, how can you count this, but you fucked that up? Well, you fuck up the count, they're gonna fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? That's Kev. That's him.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
I don't know how I got in this.
But I can relate, Granddad. My stage name also turned into my content creation name, and it's just been the same. Like, I made that shit up in 7th grade. I ain't changing it now, bro. I'm 30. Like, we too
at
deep
some
in the
point-
game, bro.
Hey, you're too deep into it. At this point, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm not
It's-
puffy. Yeah,
It's insurance in the name. I can use the granddad name until I'm 70, and it's still gonna matter. Boom.
you right.
See?
You right.
Look. Future insurance. There it is.
Oh man. See, so I go first. Bloodbath. You know, it's my middle name. Technically, legally,
I'm sorry.
no, but
I'm sorry.
that's why it's technically
All
it
right,
is.
what?
Wait, your middle name is Bloodbath?
Yeah. Sure.
No,
That's all
nah, bro, you lying. Stop lying to people, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Your middle name is not Bloodbath.
Yes, it is. Ask my mama. She'll say the same thing.
Why?
So
All right, I ain't gonna ask. All right, go ahead.
that's what, my mama will confirm. Yeah. So yeah, and then the not bloodbath. I don't know. I just wanted to put. I don't know. So it was cool. And then I took the vowels out. Just I don't know. I also don't know. It was around the time I listened to a lot of Division. And he took all the vowels out of his name. It's just what the hip hoppers was doing at that time. I said, you know what? Fuck around. I'm gonna take my vowels out too. That's different. Anybody else doing that? And then what else?
You said
you mentioned.
And Kev said, shit, everybody was doing this, so I'm gonna do it too. Ain't like nobody else doing it. Like, what you mean, bro? That didn't make sense. Like, hold on.
I was like, I saw it because I thought I was like, you know what I'm saying? It looked cool because I don't know about doing it like around me. Because I have friends, they make various different things, but wasn't none of my friends taking the vowels out of their names. So that's why I thought it was a little different. But and then say name changes. My PSN name, you and you were saying PNF both clowned me into changing my PSN name because it was what the fuck is a Tower of Power? And I was like, hey,
you the one that had that 1999 black porno name.
I made the shit in like 7th grade, bro. Like you say, I made it. I'm gonna keep it.
That shit looked like it looked like It looked like I seen it on a VHS in the back of Blockbuster somewhere when I was a kid. And it was like, you don't go in that section. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, all right, bro.
To be fair, it wasn't me clowning you. It was the people we were playing Splitgate against. I just told you what they said.
That's cool. That's what they all say. But regardless, I got clowned. And then it was just more so I wanted to make everything match. So I said, it's about time I redo them anyway. I'm almost 30. I can go. I guess I could. It's about time for a rebrand. So yeah, I changed them all. Changed my PSN, my Switch name, my Xbox name. Made them all match. They matched They matched to begin with because I knew I was like, I'm always about making my names match. Because if I give you one at, it should work for everything. I hate when niggas have 4 acts that sound completely different across different things. Like, dog, how was your name over here, Yoga Flame, but your name over here is Fire and Brimstone? Like, fam, choose one name.
Yeah, keep it consistent.
I hate stuff like that.
Keep
I
it
hate
consistent.
it. So yeah, So I just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Bloodbath. That's what the streets call me now. So I'm gonna just change because I'm still Bloodbath. So I changed my PSN. Like I was thinking still DRE, like still Bloodbath. So that's fine.
I love how everything with y'all always comes back to hip hop. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Beezy, you care to elaborate for the people that weren't here for your show? Where the Beezy Felt 30 come from?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Beezy is just a childhood name, but I ain't gonna never forget this. It was because we in gym class at elementary school, whenever we have like the basketball portion, when it was the basketball day, I was always like one of the first ones to get picked, or I was always like everybody wanted me to be on their team. So it was one day I think I had like a dentist appointment. My mother took me to this appointment, so I came to school late, but it was right when they was getting ready to have a gym, the basketball. So I came in, everybody just yelled Beezy because they didn't really call me by my government. They just either call me B. Like that was all. It was either B or Beezy. So when I came into class, everybody was like Beezy, and then it's just ever since then it just been that way. And then the 4:30 is because of my birthday. So it's pretty much it.
There we go. We have it. Wait.
Super International.
Mr.
Oh,
International. Look, man. Look,
Stop.
you just gave us an example of how you've been famous your whole life.
I have
When you won in PE class, there was no PE class.
This man was a star athlete in
I was a
grade
hooper,
school.
man. I was a hooper, man. I hooped, and I hooped. I played ball and I played basketball and baseball pretty much growing up. So yeah, varsity, AAU, all that. So yeah, man. I was a hooper.
Oh man. Flash, you got any questions for the fellas?
You know what? It's kind of crazy because I've been waiting to this episode to ask because you and Beezy kind of put me on some good music, and I know y'all review albums and stuff like that. So outside of what's his name, JID, do people call him Jid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of him, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this question out of the way early. And Corey, you can answer this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who y'all recommending?
Right now,
Right now,
Right
at this
now.
moment,
like
Mhm.
current, like younger current artists.
Just
or
anybody.
just our album that just came out recently that you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I say recent, let's say like the last 3-4 months. Last
Oh.
3-4 months.
I might steal this one from BZ, but you gotta be on that Black Thought Danger Mouse Cheat Codes album.
Yep.
You gotta check that out. So Black Thought Danger Mouse Cheat Codes, definitely get that one a listen.
Hold
I
on,
agree
write this shit-
completely.
Write this shit
What
down
else?
right now.
See, it's some artists I want to recommend, but some of these projects been letting me down lately, so I can't even recommend them because they don't got nothing like that's good recently. Ari Lennox dropped recently. That's good. Age, Sex, Location is fire.
Okay.
ESTG literally just dropped I Never Felt Nothing yesterday. I listened to it once. I gotta listen to it again before I can recommend it to somebody.
I like his album with 42 Doug better that they released earlier.
His name is 42 Doug, by the way.
42 Doug, yeah. I like that album better. My recommendation I would for you to check out is Ty Ferris and Ty Ferris, MC and producer Seb Bash. They got a project called Fluorescent Mud. Check that out. It dropped last month. Yeah, August, like late August. So go ahead and check that out.
To give something different, I'm going to say Joey Badass 2000 album and Simba. Simba just dropped yesterday too. That's why
he did.
It's crazy. It's with Simba because Simba's his freestyles is so fucking goated, Joe.
Nah, this album is one of them, bro.
It's just the albums that I've heard, and I don't know if he has many.
He only has two. This is only his second project.
Yeah, his only second one.
I didn't really get that with the first one.
This one is a Gangster Girls.
Yeah, it's a Gangster Girls, and in my opinion, bro, it's not a single skip on there. It may be a song you don't like, but it's not one bad song on that entire project. And I've been running it all day since yesterday. So I'll say Joey Badass 2000 and Simba probably been my two favorite rap hip hop albums to drop this year, maybe. I'm waiting for a new Stove God project. That's like the only other thing I'm missing.
Hell yes.
Whenever I get a new Stove project, I'm in there.
I think Stove God's coming because Rome Streets just announced his album, and I know that him and Stove God were working on their Griselda projects at the same time, so we probably gonna get Stove God after that. So hopefully we get it this year.
I heard a rumor that Stove Guys and Rock Marcy not really cool like that no more. So
you know what?
I've heard some rumors about that.
You know what I heard? You know what I heard about I don't know if it's true or not, but what I've heard because I did a little research. So basically, what I'm hearing is, so you know how Rock produced "Reasonable Drought" for Stove God. That's pretty much that's Stove God's out. That's his project. That's the project for Stove God.
Right.
So Rock feels like because Stove God's now with Griselda or Michelle, or I guess because Westside has like a new label called Michelle Records. So I don't know if Stove God's on Michelle or Griselda or both. But basically, within that deal, I think Rock kind of got snuffed out of that deal somehow, some way, because Rock was pretty much supposed to be still continuing to produce for Stove God.
Yeah.
And I think Stove God just kind of like stopped messing with Rock and just started kind of just, associating himself more with Griselda, and Rock kind of felt away because Rock feels like if it wasn't for me producing that album, you wouldn't even be in a position. So basically Rock just probably feels like he kind of got shaded by Stove God. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's all true. It could be speculation. That's what I'm hearing is the case, is that Rock just feels the type of way that Stove God's like now going off to Griselda, and he's not showing the respect to Rock for getting him in that position with, producing that album for him.
Yeah.
So
Damn, man.
Yeah, I was scrolling my inbox for music I just listened to like this year that's new. I gotta give Detroit some love. So this one for you, BZ. Payroll Giovanni. I fuss with Payroll heavy. His last album, Back to the Basics, like drug dealing, cocaine raps, like
Yeah, that's
Oh, you should have said that from jump. Hold
yeah,
on now.
yeah. Payroll Giovanni. If you like cocaine, hustling music, drug raps, Payroll is your guy. Typical Detroit style rapper.
Back to the basics. Let me go
And
ahead and
of course, I'm gonna
right
say anything
now.
by Chris Crack. Chris Crack that's my guy.
Todd Ferris, he's from Detroit too. The artist, the recommendation I did, he's from Detroit
Yeah.
too. But he the type that like, oh, he gonna say some lines that's gonna make you. It ain't like street rap. It's more like just hip hop. Like, oh, what the fuck he's saying? Like his bars is like bar heavy, like very bar heavy. Yeah,
I haven't gotten that from an artist in a long time either.
yeah.
Yeah, and of course you know about Masso Cream, so you know that Masso album.
Oh,
that shit.
yeah,
That album, like
fuck
that
with
album's
Maxo.
still like top 5 for me this year. That shit is incredible. That shit is an
Did you get
incredible
the
album.
deluxe?
Bro,
Did you
that
get the deluxe?
he made it better. Like the deluxe
Yeah.
made the album even better, and that's usually like
Man.
it make it worse. I'm like, you made the album longer
Man.
and it got better.
I
So
fucks with Maxo
yeah.
Cream, man.
that Weight of the World album, bro, that shit definitely top 5 rap album for me this year. That shit crazy.
Put a lot of people on the Maxo Cream.
But Masso is
Trying to
him, bro.
think.
Masso is him.
Like within the past couple
Maxo
months.
Cream and Duke Deuce are like my favorite Southern guys right now. Like
I fuss with Duke heavy.
Yeah, dude, those.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
Yeah, I
Duke
fuck
Deuce
with Duke
is good,
heavy.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like for real, I think it all depends. I also fuck with Money Man. So if y'all like that style of like scamming style rap, like that's like Money Man is that guy. He got like cool. He reminds me of like, cause I was a big Young Dolph fan. So he reminded me of Dolph just from Atlanta. Like that's just he was like the Atlanta version of Young Dolph to me. So I was like, if you like Young Dolph music and you kind of want like an Atlanta style of it, Money Man is pretty solid. Other than that, everybody know about the rest of the big artists that's dropped and stuff like that though. But if you want some,
You listen to Buddy? Buddy, I mean, he's not a trap rapper, but like
yeah, not really a
Buddy's
Buddy
album,
fan.
Super Ghetto was good though. I did like that album a lot. But
Yeah,
His name's Buddy.
everybody got different- Yeah,
Like that's just like the
Buddy.
name.
Buddee, right?
Nah, I think
it's
it's
BDDY.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I think
all right.
it's BUDDY. That's where I got it. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I sure could have known. But yeah, other than that, bro, that's really about it, bro. For real. I mean, if you want to, if you want some R&B, Sinead Harnett, as well as Alice Isley, probably my 2 favorite R&B projects this year.
I fucking love Alex Isley, man.
Alice
I love
Isley is
him.
incredible. Oh, and Giveon too. Giveon album was incredible. I know he ain't
Giveon?
shit.
He's
I know
my
he ain't
dog.
shit, but that album
He's
was
my
incredible.
dog.
Yeah.
I might have to get that because I just can't get down with that man voice.
Nah,
Yo, you know,
I
you know
can
what's
see
tough
it.
though? I don't know if are y'all familiar with Sam Henshaw? This came out in January, so it's not like 4 or 5 months. But Sam Henshaw, Sam with 2 M's. Sam Henshaw, he's like a black British dude. He got this album.
Oh, you listen to
called
Mando?
Untidy Soul. Yeah. He's
Okay.
into Mando.
Mandem? Real
Untidy
team?
Soul is hard. It's one of my favorite R&B albums like I heard in a while. It's really good. That's my
we go.
recommendation on that. I'm trying to think what else came out this year. Was this year? Oh, snap. Doughboy. Oh, really came out in January.
Doughboy. Yeah.
DOEBOY. Just
Yeah.
Doe blank boy.
Dude, Doe Patch.
Oh,
Patch,
really?
right?
Bro.
Ain't Doughboy the
You
one with the
said
eye
who?
patch? Is that not him?
Nah.
Who am I thinking
Doughboy
of?
got an eye patch. You think about ESTG. But
ESTG don't got an eye patch.
him. No, but hey, remember he wore it like for a little bit because he got like shot near his eye. So like one of his eyes is bad. He don't wear it full time.
Gotcha.
But nah.
Speaking
Doughboy,
of-
he from
Is ESTG that's beefing with
He beefs with
What's his
everybody,
name?
bro. That's
Yeah,
all
he
you
do.
need to know. He beef with
No,
everybody.
it was one dude in particular. I think he like had sex with his girl or some shit like that.
I'm
and
sorry.
posted it on
excuse me?
social media.
Bro, I try to stay out of street business, bro.
I actually don't know what
civilian.
you're talking about right now.
think it's
I'm doing really good at staying out of this type of drama.
I'm a civilian. I know nothing about nothing, bro.
I mean, it was on social media. I try not to put myself in that shit either. Trust me.
I avoid all
But,
topics,
yeah.
all anything. I want no smoking.
I cannot confirm.
He is the type.
Confirm, but
yeah,
that sounds
he-
like some people do.
Yeah, ESCG seems like the type of individual. Once beef start with him, there is no end to the beef. That is
Yeah.
everlasting beef until one of you are no longer walking this planet. And I don't.
Yes.
I'm good, bro. I'm straight. I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
Doughboy
one of
makes
my favorite
music
rappers.
that sounds like that. Bro,
Mm.
Doughboy's album, really, like, he literally made an album just for sliding on niggas, and it came out. Like, I tweeted that shit at him, and he liked it and retweeted it because he knew what the fuck I was talking about. That album came out right before Seafood came out. I was playing Seafood, listening to that Doughboy. I was in the zone, bro. I was like, bro, this
just
is
beating ass, just
beating ass.
listening to some gangster ass shit.
that's what you're supposed to do when Oh Really come on, bro.
That's how I felt about ESTG last project. Bigger Than Life. Yeah, bro. You listen to that shit, bro. It's like I turn that shit on, bro. I'm just slicing and killing everybody, bro. I don't even matter.
As soon as it started off with Rihanna Dada, and then the energy just stayed. Like,
look, bro. Once I heard that man say, "If you want to change your life, I suggest you get a brick of fentanyl." That's all I needed to know. That was your advice. You say, "Yo, you really want to change your life? This is what you do." I was like, "All right, yeah." He wanted them. I got it. Cool. You got it. But yeah. So fellas, we are on a gaming platform. We're on Twitch. You guys are known best for your Dead End Gaming section outside of Granddad, who is also a Grammy-winning recording artist, BZ, who is an international man of the mystery, and Kev, everybody's favorite little brother, technically. I see Kev in mad communities. I wouldn't even know I know Kev, know that person. So what brought y'all to the platform? What got y'all on here? I know you guys had the YouTube, but like you had to look at Twitch and be like, oh, something's missing. I want to do this, like be a part. So,
I mean, for me, it was just doing Dead End Gaming. Like once we started, when we kicked off Dead End Gaming, and once that was kind of like my introduction to Twitch, because I had created a Twitch account like maybe about like a year before starting Dead End Gaming. It was just like, let me create it, so I don't want no one to take the BC430. Like I want that across. It's social media platforms that I have that I don't even use, but I created it just so I will have the BC430. You know what I'm saying? So, I had a Twitch for a little over a year, and I just never used it. But once we started doing this, I'm like, okay, let me, and I started getting. I'm like, how do I'm getting all these followers and I don't even stream? So I was like, let me start streaming. So I started streaming, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool, man. You can definitely use Twitch for different platforms other than just playing video games. I think that's what's cool about it. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, I was kind of busy where I locked down the Twitch name before I really got into it because I was just doing YouTube stuff, and I actually started a YouTube gaming channel first, like where I would do Let's Plays. I had like 300 videos like of Let's Plays that I did, and then I decided to start doing the live stream. I dabbled in it a little bit, but it wasn't really. I just got deep into Twitch until I started doing Dead End Gaming, and then I started doing my own like Twitch streams as well, especially during the pandemic era because I was pretty much home all day. So I really like went in and just started doing like regular streaming. So yeah, it's just a necessary thing, especially if you're a gamer and you make content. It's like you gotta get into that Twitch space because it's a lot of fun being able to connect with people, build a fan base, build a community, and just have like-minded people just come together and watch you play a game and talk shit, have fun, all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, I love it. So like, I mean, I don't stream as much as I used to because my schedule is all kind of crazy, but when I do it, I enjoy it thoroughly. So yeah.
Yeah, we know that selling drugs is a very busy.
What are you talking about?
Very
streaming is kind of hard.
Very busy, bro.
Not even going.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Okay, right. Look, he even got Granddad is just Frank Lucas of modern day, bro. You look at him and wouldn't think he's a drug dealer, but he's the biggest fucking drug dealer on like.
I'm just a regular dude. I got a family.
You're drinking seltzer, so did Frank Lucas.
It's sparkling water, bro. I gotta keep myself.
I'm drinking sparkling water. What that mean?
Sparkling water nasty, and I don't know why you drink
it. Down, brother.
It is nasty as shit.
Whoa, now, brother.
Sparkling water. I told y'all before, bro.
Right, sparkling water. That's what.
Sparkling water tastes like fizzy spit, bro. It just is nasty.
What? Tastes like what?
Fizzy spit.
No, look, y'all gotta remember, Kev is still like 21, bro. Like he ain't experienced life yet. He ain't left Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not from Atlanta, so I had to leave.
He ain't even got hair on his chin yet. He barely growing into his manhood. He'll understand once he gets a little older. He'll enjoy enjoy water.
The sparkling water is clutch, bro. Once you get on board with this, trust me.
I don't think I would. I don't want to get on board with unflavored like Sprite. Like sparkling water tastes terrible. Sparkling water
Bro, you
It's
probably
not,
had
bro.
you drinking like LaCroix or something. That shit's
Yeah, the
horrible.
LaCroix is nasty as fuck,
That's
bro.
fucking-
sparkling water tastes like niggas. Then
That shit tastes like-
niggas sprinkle pop rocks in it and then let all the fun out and then they all the remaining drippings is what y'all
Hey,
drink.
bro, hey, look, hey, more for me, man, because I'm telling you right now, this shit is amazing. Like, I got my brands, I got 3 brands I fuck with heavy. So look, hey.
All right, so give me the 3 because I'm with
All
him.
right, so
I don't
this one
like
right here,
sparkling
that I'm
water.
drinking right here is Spindrift. Spindrift is dope. They actually, basically, this is like the closest thing you can get to. Basically, it's water with lemon that's carbonated, but it's like you use actual like lemon juice in there, so it tastes like straight up like water with lemon, but it's like got a carbonation feel. That's good. So
Okay.
Spindrift. Also Waterloo. Waterloo is good, really good, and they got the peach, the strawberry, the grape. Those are the 3 best ones to me, but they got a lot of different flavors. And then number 3, I'll put bubbly. Bubbly's solid. Bubbly, you know, like peach bubbly is good. Strawberry is okay, but that's my 3rd choice. So it goes Spindrift, Waterloo, bubbly. Anything else, I don't fuck with it.
I would say this though, I had sparkling lemonade before, and that was good. Sparkling lemonade was good, but
Anything lemonade is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, anything lemonade is good.
Yeah,
Anything
lemonade is
lemonade is
actually
good.
elite as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
don't
don't
like
even
lemon-
converse with people that don't like lemonade.
Right. If you don't like lemonade, something wrong with your life.
Real. That's
The
real.
ultimate drink. Ultimate drink.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with lemonade. High key.
You
Because
can't.
it's one of the few drinks, right? So where like if you make it too sweet, you can just cut it with water or more lemon and make it and even it out.
Mhm.
Or and vice versa. If it's not good enough, you can just add more sugar. It really is perfect, bro. That shit crazy when you think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah, bro. Lemonade is like the renaissance of drinks, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
You know?
And it's cheap to make. All you need is sugar, water, lemon.
Hey,
That's it.
bro. Cheap as fuck. Oh, we got our first question from the chat. And of course it's from everybody's favorite mandem. Dio. Is there a city, state, dish, specialty you want to try?
City and or state, their specialty. I mean, I've never had New York pizza, so people talk about it so much. I ain't never had it.
That shit, when I had it, it was overrated. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
It's not
I
horrible.
have
but
a
it's
feeling
solid.
it will be. I have a feeling it will be.
It's cheap though. If you can get them for like $1. Well, last time I went was like $1 a slice, so it's like it's hella cheap.
That was the first thing I did
expect
when I
that.
got to New York. I went and found dollar slices to try to find like some authentic shit. I went to Brooklyn and everything, bro. Shit was trash.
Yeah, like the best thing about New York is the street carts. So the halal carts, them shits is fire, bro.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
will-
mind trying. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the best tacos I ever had came from New York though. Spot in Manhattan called Los Tacos #1. Bro, the greatest steak taco on God's green earth I've ever had in my life. And also the best Shake Shack. The Shake Shack in Manhattan was busting too. Like I ain't never had Shake Shack that taste that good.
I want to try. I've never been to Philly before, and I wouldn't mind trying a Philly cheesesteak, like a
Cheesesteak?
authentic,
Yeah.
in the city of Philadelphia. I want to.
Yeah.
I mean, they have them all over, you know, like
Yeah.
in Atlanta or like.
It's not the same.
It ain't the same.
It
So
ain't the
I want to
same,
go to
yeah.
Philly and try the cheesesteak from Philly.
Yeah.
Like,
I want
Yeah,
to
I'm the
try.
same with.
I want to try actual lobster from Maine. Like actually go to Maine and try that. I heard
Okay.
those lobsters are crazy good.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. The closest I've been to Rhode Island, but I've never been to Maine. So I want to try
What
like
you doing in Rhode Island?
I had to work.
You know what he was doing in Rhode Island. Why are you asking questions? Do people not do drugs in Rhode Island? Like,
Wow, bro. I was at a boating event. It was a big event for boats and stuff. So.
You got shipping in from the boats?
That's what I heard.
Bro, it was boats there. That's all I'm gonna just say, bro.
hey man,
Well,
hey,
you might get the international. Beezy, I'm sorry. He might be taking you stuff.
look, he can take.
That's international right there, bro.
It's different, Flash. See, Beezy is the one that travels international. Granddad is your international shipper. He's your wholesalesman. He gonna get you what you need no matter where you gotta be at.
No
You know what I'm
matter.
saying?
That's facts.
He may not leave the confines of his country, but he definitely got work in on all 7 continents. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you're saying definitely got to be whatever you need, wherever it's from. You got to switch it to that. They got to be your saying from now on, bro.
I don't know what y'all mean. Look, I don't even got a passport.
And you modest with it too. I fucks with the vision, bro. I'm telling you.
What vision? I ain't got no vision. I'm blind.
I'm legally blind.
Legally blind.
Yeah, we know you push the cataract medicine, so we don't want to hear that.
Right.
I'll probably say the answer. I think everybody I've known that's been to New Orleans talk about how amazing the food is in New Orleans.
Bro,
It is. It
So
really
that's
is.
so that's probably
definitely
the that's probably the one place outside of the cheesesteaks from Philly. And me being an Eagles fan, I've never been to an Eagles home game and I want to go. So I definitely would try Philly from up there. But yeah, probably New Orleans just to try the food. Like yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, the food out there is crazy good. Like
Yeah.
it is.
shit.
It's yeah. You literally gain about 10, 20 pounds if you just ate there for a good month because the food's so good. So yeah, definitely try that.
Yeah, I'm a big jambalaya person, so I need to go
Oh, the
find me
jambalaya
some.
out there is so
Yeah, I
busted,
need to
bro.
go find me
Oh
some
my
of that
God,
real
bro.
authentic jambalaya shit.
The
You know what I'm
gumbo.
Yeah, I was gonna say authentic gumbo.
Everything.
saying? Yeah.
Everything.
But shit, Corden took my answer. So I'll probably say street tacos from Cali.
Okay.
fuck with
I'll say
good
street
taco.
tacos from Cali.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I roll with that
gumbo
one.
was definitely number one on my list. Definitely number one. I don't think I've ever had like. I know I've never had authentic gumbo, but I don't think I've ever had good gumbo before.
But you just want to see what that good gumbo is like. I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
Understand.
Gotta try the octopus taco from Cali. All right, Dio. You know,
That's like Dio's third or fourth time saying that.
hey man.
Yeah.
It must be really good.
It must be
then.
good. Yeah. I've never had octopus, so I don't know.
Octopus is actually very good.
Never
Really?
had it.
Never
It's
had
coming
it.
from a
Me
nigga that's scared of
neither.
octopus too. I'm
Where do
telling
you
you.
even
It's,
like? Because I've never been to a restaurant that's ever served octopus, so I guess it's only a certain area area that serves it.
I don't know how they got it, but it's a restaurant out here in Charlotte.
Mm.
You can
I've
find
on-
damn near every restaurant in Charlotte out.
I'll
I'm
probably just have
just
to Google it. Yeah.
I've heard that.
But
I've heard that like Charlotte has like a lot of good foods.
it do. I've been here officially been here a little over a year, and I'm still finding different shit that I want to try.
Oh shit.
That's
Well, you
cool.
know, y'all fellas in Atlanta, home of the Wangs. You know what I'm saying? If you want Wangs, Atlanta is the place to go. And
Yeah. Everybody got wangs out here. Like I remember I was talking about that with Corey on the stream. Corey was like, "Oh, have you tried the new sandwich from Wingstop?" And I said, "Bro, I don't even know where Wingstop is, dog. Like, we don't really go to that out here in Atlanta because every restaurant has wings. If I leave my house and go 5 minutes down the road, I didn't pass 3 different restaurants to sell wings. So it's like Wingstop it's not really a Wingstop type of city. They don't really work here because there's too many other options for wings.
you know, it's crazy, but Chick-fil-A but Chick-fil-A is so big down there, and so is Zaxby's. So that's so interesting.
I'm here.
Well, I know, but you know, you got so many spots that sells good quality chicken, but to have two places predominantly known for that chicken as fast food chains being so popular, I think that's so interesting to me.
So
Yeah,
have y'all tried it though?
Dwarf House. What
Y'all
Wingstop?
tried
Like the food?
the sandwich from Wingstop? Y'all tried it?
No.
Anyone?
Nah.
I don't know
Nah,
what
I
Wingstop is.
ain't tried it
With-
either.
I ain't had Wingstop in a minute.
I ain't had Wingstop in a long time, bro. Because again, it's pointless.
Don't even waste y'all time with it, bro.
Damn, it's
For
like that.
real.
I give that shit like a good 6.5 out of 10.
I think when Popeyes blew up with that chicken sandwich, all these other restaurants just started making them just cause, not even caring about if it's a good sandwich, they just to have one. Because all these other chicken sandwiches after the Popeyes chicken sandwich been ass, bro. Every last one.
Bro, because I just recently had the Popeye sandwich again, like last week, and that thing still be hitting. I'm like, bro, when I took it out of the bag and I was like, this is a big ass piece of chicken on this bread right here. Like they really care about me over there. That's that black excellence. And I just know I'm not likely to get that at Wingstop because I remember last time I went Wingstop was years ago. And even the wings were small, so I know that the chicken breast ain't gonna be that big neither. So
See, I remember when the Popeye sandwich first came. I got it on that very first wave, like before it hit the streets like crazy, and that's when they was using chicken breast. And I'm not gonna lie,
I missed that.
So so people don't know this. When the chicken sandwich first came out, they were using actual full blown white meat chicken breast, and that shit, I'm not gonna lie, on everything, definitely a top 2 chicken sandwich from a fast food chain I've ever had in my life. Like I still think number 1 when it's made properly is Wendy's spicy chicken, but that Popeyes chicken sandwich, it was like that. I'm not gonna hold them, but once again, we're gonna bring it back because this show always seems to do well with callbacks. When we double back when it came back, you know what I'm saying? And goddamn, they cut the product so it won't full blown chicken breast no more. It was chicken thigh they was using because they had it mass producing now. Oh, that shit was trash. That shit was terrible. Like everything everybody eat now, that ain't the original chicken sandwich. That shit when they had it with chicken breast, oh nah, bro, that shit was undefeated. That shit was definitely it was a perfect sandwich, dog. Like and I remember my first time having one, it had it cold. Like cause I had it delivered to me. So like it ain't like it was like fresh out the bag, piping hot. Like I had that junk cold and I was so hungry. I just took a bite. I was like, nah, this shit incredible. That shit was incredible off the brick. Like that shit needed to be warmed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I have not had the Wingstop sandwich. I
Don't.
didn't really plan on it, to be honest.
Don't even waste your money, bro. Don't even waste it.
Oh wait. Another question from Dio. In your opinion, which R&B artist, group, song is responsible for the biggest boom in babies? I wasn't around for the time that I think it was, but I'll probably say anything. Maybe like what?
That's a really difficult question.
It is a difficult
answer.
question because you know
The song would have to be older than us by a good bit for us
Yeah.
to want to assume that children were made to this song. So then we got to know what people of that era thought was a song to get them in the mood.
I'm not gonna say a specific song. I'll say artist. So before, because again, before our time, but this is just from growing up around like old heads around me. I'd have to say Teddy P, the
Yeah.
Isleys,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Barry. But Teddy P definitely. Teddy P. I heard a lot of Teddy P was being played. We was being made. So like, yeah, I would say that. So specific songs because they made so many jams that could fit for the bedroom. Like it's just I just had to go into the whole artist because honestly, it's difficult because there's so many songs.
Yeah, I'll probably say that
put
guy's in
Al
jail.
Green. I'm gonna have to put Al Green in that conversation too. Though.
Al Green's good too. Yeah.
Al Green. Al Green. Definitely Al Green. Marvin Gaye. Yeah, Isley Brothers.
I'm gonna give you 2 time periods. I feel like whatever was popping from 88 to 91, and I'm gonna also go with like that 79 to 80 range. Because I sit here and I just think about like how we are in generations and how they gauge the age group, right? Like they talk about millennials, and even when you fill out surveys, they talk about, oh, are you in this age range? I always wonder about that, but those are usually because the biggest booms are within that 3 to 4 window or something. So, if we're gonna talk about music, I'm just thinking about like, I know like all of us here, right? We're somewhere between 90 to 94 we were born, somewhere around there.
89.
Yeah, so close enough, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like that window of boom.
I'm right in there. I'm right in that early '80s spot, right after the '70s, bro. So I'm older.
Oh yeah, be international, you know what I'm saying? But once again, that proves my point, right? That last 2 to 3 year window of a decade seems to be like there's always a big boom because that's how we're like gauged in age groups, kind of sort of. So it's like they always put like what it would be like 16 to 24 sometimes, or you'll see like 18 to 24, 18 to 22. And then I'm like, oh, you're 26 to 28. And then I'm like, oh, you're 28 to 32 or some shit like that. So it's like, oh, maybe those are like how the gaps just typically work throughout time. Like even generational thing about sports, like everybody that we consider the GOAT in the sports are around the same age. LeBron 37, Serena 37, Tom Brady's 44. But I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Rodgers in that range. Like people just tend to be greatness comes in gaps and groups. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Serena, or is it Venus? One of them. I'm the same age as one of them.
Yeah, I don't think Serena's 40 yet. Yeah, Serena's not 40 yet. Yeah, she's like 37. It's like 37, I think. 37, 38.
No, I'm about to look. I'm the same age as either Venus or Serena. One of us are the same age.
And the Venus, the oldest one, right?
Yeah. So probably Venus.
Let me see.
Oh, Serena is 40. She just turned 40. Okay.
Yeah, but some. Yeah.
Time is a construct, bro. And once again, COVID.
Yeah, so Venus.
Yeah, Venus is 42.
She's a year older than me. Yeah, so yeah, I'm saying I'm right in the Williams
realm.
age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
So did you play tennis too, or no? You didn't play tennis as well.
No,
they don't play tennis in Detroit.
The only sports that was really popular in Detroit was basketball, football, and then third was baseball. But baseball kind of started fading out, in the 2000s. It just ended up being like strictly basketball and football in Detroit.
That's a question I've always wondered about other states, right? What's football like in Detroit? Because being someone from Florida where football is a year-round sport, it never ends. What's it like in a state where it actually snows and gets cold? So niggas like, hey, bro, it's too cold to be outside doing that shit. Because football is an outside sport.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming y'all don't play it year-round like that. So
yeah, we used to play football in the snow. Like whenever when it was snow. Hell, shit. To be honest with you, that was the best time to play it because you getting tackled, you falling on the kind of cushioned ground opposed to just out in the grass, just the bare grass. But like, yeah, when it snowed, that was like the time to play right there. Throw on your snowsuit and your little like your thin gloves or whatever, so the ball won't slip out your hands. Go out there and throw your scully on, your whatever, your hats to keep your ears warm. Yeah, that was the best time to play football was when it snowed outside.
Yeah, Virginia breed athletes. So like, you know what I'm saying, especially on basketball and football, like think about who we've had come from the state of Virginia. So it's like I feel like Virginia is one of the few states. I feel like Texas, Florida, Virginia, California, and I said Georgia, right? I feel like those 5 states are probably the 5 states to where like you grew up playing both sports, like basketball and football. Probably Ohio too. But like those states there is just like football just as big. I can't say one is bigger than the other because like, we're in a state where Michael Vick came from, but we're also in the same state that, people like JJ Redick came from, Grant Hill, like other players that's been dominant in other rounds. Shit, Russell Wilson's from Richmond. So it's like, it's like we're in the state of like, and I played basketball against Russell Wilson. So it's like, you just played everything. You pick the sport. I definitely say we definitely got more NFL talent that came out of here. But I'd probably say the sport's probably about even. Actually, I'd probably say football is more popular now because I think about how country Virginia is, and them country boys different. You find one of them small schools in the sticks, and they whole linebacker core is 300 pounds.
Yeah, they're not.
6'4". Yeah.
Yep, that's I believe that.
Yeah,
that's real, man. Because I was in Virginia recently because my uncle and my aunt moved to Virginia like 5 months ago. So I was in there and I've only passed through Virginia. I never really like been in Virginia. I was like, oh, okay, y'all got a lot of field out here. Like it reminded me of big parts of Florida where it's just a lot of farmland. And whenever like I didn't meet people from like the DMV till I was in college. So I'd meet people from DMV and be like, oh, y'all cool. And then the first time I heard a nigga say, yeah, I was in the South. I was down there in Virginia. I said, using the what? Yeah, Virginia, the South. And a nigga like me who's from the literal most southern state, like there isn't a state under me. So when a nigga says the South to me, I'm like, bro, I don't think you meant to say that. And it was like, Maryland, that's the South too. I said, that's
no. Maryland's not the South.
What? I think like niggas like I got in full blown arguments with people about these things. Like,
but Virginia is definitely the South. Virginia's the South.
It won't be to me. I'll say it's country, but
fam, it's the home of plantations. It's definitely the fucking South.
I respect
Virginia's
Virginia's country. I respect all of the farm. I respect all of it, but my brain will never be able to understand it as a southern state.
I mean, first and foremost, bro,
we have resorts named after plantations here.
You are from Florida, bro. That is literally the one state I wouldn't be that proud to be from, but I understand it though. And Florida, half of y'all is Dominicans.
I'm talking about the southern part though.
Don't matter. Half of the state not even from Richmond. I say Richmond. Half of the state not even from Florida.
Different parts of Florida is literally like being in different countries. So I can understand that. And then there's like a touristy part. So if you only go to touristy parts, you wouldn't understand that Florida like is very different. So I get that.
Florida is half Haitians, half Hispanics, and then half MAGA. And then
black many halves.
Because bro,
4 halves.
Because Florida is like 7 different places in one, dog. Like Florida is the one state to where it's like literally the state is broken up into quadrants, and depending on what quadrant you in, it looks and feels like a whole different place. I've been to mad states, I've been to mad cities, mad areas. I was born in Florida. There is no place like Florida where it's like I was born in Jacksonville, relatively black, right? You go slightly south of there, mad white. You go slightly south of there, all Hispanics. You go slightly south of there, mostly Haitians and Spanish. You go south of there again, you back to the white people. And then you get to the very fucking tip at the end of the bottom. That's the breeding grounds of just like everybody. Like you're gonna find a little bit of everything. So it's literally 4 different sections, 4 different parts, depending. You're gonna find wherever you at. Like Florida's basically Alaska, bro. In my opinion. Like that shit, like it's part of the United States, but it's not, dog. Like it is, but it's not. Like you have to take a plane to get there. You can't just like yeah, Florida different, bro. Florida is different.
The one thing I learned about being from Florida that surprised me when I went to like northern states is that I really took for granted how big of a state Florida is. It doesn't look that big on maps.
That shit's
but
huge.
Yeah.
When I would be talking to my friends who like they from New York or they're like right from Philly, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I was in Jersey the other day," or I was like, they'd be naming, "Oh yeah, I was in a whole other state earlier today." My Florida brain, like, bro, to this day, I don't understand it. All right, my Florida, like, how did you end up in another? It takes hours to get like from one part of Florida to another. So the fact that an hour ago I was in a different state, how do you do that? Because I don't know. I'm just used. My brain still doesn't comprehend it very well.
Bro, I drove from Virginia to Florida, right? That is a 14-hour drive.
Yeah.
I got through Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, 4 states. I got through 4 states in like 8-9 of those hours. So like you can get through 4 whole states.
Yep.
In the same time it takes just to get from the where I needed to get to in Florida. That shit is insane.
It's a way bigger state than people realize. But Cali's the same way. Cali's a bigger state than people realize because when you look at it on the map, you don't understand how big it is. So I get it.
That should take up the whole coast almost. That shit huge.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
That shit is fucking
massive.
huge, dog.
Yeah, Cali is definitely one of those states where I'm like, oh yeah, I know that shit big as hell.
Yeah, I had to drive from LA to Palm Springs one time. That was a 4-hour drive. I was like, and all it was mountains and half desert and like it's crazy. It was a nice drive, but I was like, damn, this shit's far.
Bruh, like I got homies that live in LA because they ain't like the music industry. And like I'll talk to them and they're like, yeah, I'm finna catch this flight to San Francisco. In my head, I'm thinking, why don't you just drive? But like, yeah, LA to San Francisco, that shit is a whole fucking journey.
Oh
Like it's cheaper to just catch a flight than drive there. And like the time you save, like it's insane how big that state is. With everybody being, because what, Kev from Florida, Beezy from whatever, Granddad, what have you done?
He just slipped that shit in there.
Right.
Granddad, what have you done to help make the new Atlanta folk? Granted, Beezy's been there a while, Kev relatively new. Have you shown them some Southern hospitality?
So I've been living here for a long time. So like, I'm originally from Gary, but I've been living here well over a decade now. I came here for college, and I just decided not to fucking leave because it didn't snow. Because I was dealing with them. Because like Gary is like literally 30 minutes from Chicago, so we would get the same weather Chicago would get, and so yeah, it was yeah. So when I ain't getting none of that,
terrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
It is,
Don't they got hurricanes in Florida, Kev? Like
Yeah,
daily?
Hey, nigga,
you get hurricanes, we get blizzards, bro. It's
there though, bro. Like,
it is what it is.
At least I ain't frozen.
Hey,
Florida does get hurricanes yearly. There's a whole hurricane season.
True.
It actually just passed.
Couldn't be me. But no, so as far as like the whole Southern hospitality thing, like when I first came down here, I definitely felt it because like it was completely different from what I was used to living up in Indiana and Gary and coming from Chicago and stuff like that too. And I just like gelled well with the vibe here. And over time, it's just like, I just enjoy being down here. Like I've traveled all over the place. So I've been to Florida, I've been to New York, I've been to Cali, to Texas, Vegas, all these places and all these different vibes. But yeah, just something about being here. It's just like, it just feels different out here. I just like the vibe. It's a lot more calm. It's a lot more chill. It's changed over a little bit of time through the 10 years I've been here, but I don't see myself going anywhere else. And I dig the Southern hospitality. It's still here somewhat, but not as much as it was when I first moved down here, because I loved it when I first came down here. Everything was like new and dope, and the people here were genuinely from Atlanta, who I connected with. So I got a real taste of what it's like to be around an Atlanta environment. So yeah, man.
The Southern boom is real. I was stationed in Augusta for a while. I was in Augusta for like 6 months, and we used to go to Atlanta like all the time and stuff like that. And Augusta is literally, it's Atlanta without Atlanta. Like everything you want in Atlanta, you can get in Augusta. It's just not as nice. It's just like I went to the mall and people were still wearing Jabot jeans in like 2015. I was like, oh, cool. Like y'all still country as fuck. Like, all right, got it. Like, cool, whatever. But that shit was insane to me, dog.
Like,
But
where you even find Jabot jeans? I thought they burned them all in the factory.
Hey man, look, it was a human. There was a human being, because I don't know. Look, he wore a big ass tank top, and he was brolic as shit, and he had all his social medias on the back. He would just walk around the mall with Jabot jeans on and Timbs, and like he just waited for someone to look at him sideways so he could fight you.
This man was living in 2005, bro. This man was this man was in the Nuck If You Buck era, bro.
Bro, when I was there, and like we would go to the mall and go shopping. You know, everybody from the military, not from Georgia or whatever. So it's just like all the fashion that was here back at home, I could get to the mall easily. Like I didn't have to struggle. Like there was the first time I ever went to the mall and got J's without a hassle, because they weren't wearing them down there. Air Forces was the wave. So it's like every Jordan release that came out those 6 months, I was making a killing. I was like, I can go get it. I'll go to the mall, copy it, walk in the store, no problem. Ship it back home. You know what I'm saying? Make my little come up. So it was definitely a nice experience living in Georgia with the stuff I was into was easily accessible. I just hated the drive. The drive around was annoying. It was annoying. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this question.
Mm-hmm.
How was it your first time you experienced the Southern hospitality? Like, cause I can use myself an example. So I know it's just a state, but the first time I came to Charlotte, I was kind of shocked when everyone spoke. Like everybody spoke. From Virginia, the area that I'm in Virginia, people don't do that at all. They may look at you, but they generally mind their own business and shit like that.
Yep.
So there was a point where me and my girl went out to dinner. I had on these 11s. I can't remember which ones it was. And two guys just literally came up to me and was like, yo, those are some nice shoes. And, you know, where I'm from, if someone do that shit, it's fighting.
Yeah.
You got to fight for kicks.
Yeah.
So, but they were genuinely just complimenting the shoes. Like, it just took me for a back a lot of times with people out here because they are genuinely nice. And I never experienced that before. So, like, did it make y'all feel a certain type of way? Did it catch you off guard when people just like genuinely just speaking to you? Just being nice?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's that question.
Yeah,
that's for them niggas to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For me, definitely, because growing up in Gary in Chicago, unless you knew somebody, you ain't talk to nobody, because it was either, hey, what you talking to me for, unless we got a problem. Like, you know, that's how it was. So when I came down here at first, and people would just like I said, when I got my first job here, I worked at a Kroger, and I realized just how like genuinely like not even on no customer service or stuff like that. I would just be walking around like before I gotta go to work, and people would just like talk to you. People would just like say, hey, how you doing? How's your day? How's it going? And, you know, have small talk in this conversation. And it was weird to me at first because I'm like, I didn't know how to conduct myself, because I was like, I don't know you. Like, why are you talking to me? But then I realized that's just how people are down here. And then there was one time where I've never had somebody like, you know, things when people do like pay it forward, where they'll pay for your stuff. You know,
right.
Like that. That never happened to me until I moved down here. Like, so that happened to me. I was at a drive-through one time, and I forget what restaurant it was, but I pull up to the window, and they're like, "Yeah, the lady in front of you went ahead and paid for your order. This is it's okay." I'm like, "What?" And at first I didn't leave. I was like, "Nah, I paid for it." She said, "No, it's fine. It's already paid for." It's like people do that here. I'm like, "You must not be from," because she realized I wasn't from around. I was like, "You sure?" I asked her, "You sure?" Because I was like, "I ain't about to leave," and the cops ain't about to try to like pull me over and say I stole something. And now it's fine. So that was the weirdest thing to me, because that never happened to me in my life. So that was crazy. So yeah, it's a lot of different vibes out here that I had to get used to. But yeah, I like it though.
Yeah, same for me. I remember, you know, being from Detroit, it was just that was never the thing to like just speak to people. You know what I'm saying? Because like you mentioned, like everybody's just to themselves, kind of, you know. So yeah, when I came out here, it was like I walk from somewhere, people would speak. I'll literally be coming back maybe like 2 hours later, and that same person that was there would speak again. I'm like, nigga, I spoke to you earlier. Like, hey, what's up?
Right,
Like, you know, so yeah, that definitely was some getting used to. I was like, okay, this is how they are, you know, in the South, whatever. And yeah, so that the speaking all the time, that definitely was a culture shock for me. Like white folks and black folks just speaking to you just happily. Like I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't really have an answer because that's what I was born into. So yeah.
That's why I will say Florida is a unique place, but you know what I'm saying, you don't really get the weird, like there is Southern hospitality still there.
Yeah, especially when you're from a smaller town. Like I'm from the middle of nowhere, small town in Florida. So
yeah, I was from Jacksonville, and like it's pretty even with like the amount of black people and white people and whatever. So it's just like I feel like for the most part, at least the times I've been there, I've didn't experience any racism or anything. Like everybody was very nice, chill, calm. Even I went to Orlando, but that's a touristy city, so they're kind of like programmed to be like that and stuff like that. But like we actually got like 3 questions from the chat. We're gonna take these 3 questions and then we're gonna take a break. The first question we got is from Dio. Do you still have a dream car, holiday that you have from as a kid you still want to achieve or own? Okay.
So when he says holiday, I'm assuming he means it in like the British sense of vacation. Dream car or holiday? I'm not really a car person, so I can't say I have one of those. Holiday, where I want to go? I don't know, man. Japan would look cool sometimes. I want to visit Japan. I guess that's where I want to go on holiday.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
Same with me. My answer. That's my big
Japan is top of the list. Japan is top of the list for me as far as dream places to go because I'm just like Japan has everything that I'm into, like gaming, anime, just technology, and just like the food, all this stuff, like all that. It's like I just got to go there one time before I go. Just So.
A dream car is in 1996 Impala SS. That's the dream car. And places I would like to go to is South Africa, anywhere in Africa, like just somewhere in Africa. I just feel like I need to touch my feet on the motherland at some point before I leave this earth. So yeah, Africa.
I don't know what country. I think about Africa too, but I was thinking what country I would want to go to. Africa's massive. There's so many countries and cultures.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard for me to decide where I would want to go first. Like everybody's picked South Africa, but it's like I would want to go like to Ghana. I would like to want to go to just because of Egypt. Go to Egypt to see like the pyramids and all that. Like there's so many places in Africa. Like, you could spend a whole year just traveling Africa. It's so massive.
Shit, a whole lifetime to be honest.
Because it's so big. Yeah. So
shit, car. Oh, Audi R8, hands down. Like if I get the money, that's the first thing I'm buying. Like Audi R8. Place Japan, like video game shit. But if I gotta throw someone else different just to spicing up the pie, I'm gonna say Chile. I did a report on Chile in 9th grade, and because for Spanish class, I just had to pick a spot that wasn't like Mexico or something to do a project on. So I was like, oh, I picked Chile, start with C, my name's Corey, and I did the research, and that shit was just like, I was blown away by how much stuff it was to do in Chile, but you never hear about people in Chile or anybody ever going. Like from waterfalls, like swimming in waterfalls to amusement parks to just tourist attractions to just anything in Chile is like such an incredible place on paper and by looks, but you never hear anybody say they want to go there. So Chile is on my list, like top 3.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, the car that I want, I can't get, but it's a Batmobile. I'm always gonna say a Batmobile.
You can get a Batmobile, bro.
You can get a Batmobile. You can get a custom. I've seen Batmobiles driving on the road before. You can get one.
My question is which Batmobile? That's what determines.
So it was one that looked like a Maserati. I can't remember which one it was in, but I also would take the tank too.
Oh, okay.
I would take the tank too. I think the place that I would like to actually visit it's gonna be hot as hell, but I would want to visit like Egypt.
Yeah.
I want to visit Egypt.
Yeah. Egypt probably top 5 for me. Yeah, top 5.
It used to be Dubai, but now I'm good on that.
Used to be what?
Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
And I said Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
Dubai.
Why you changing now?
It just doesn't really seem like a place that I would want to be, especially with all the shit that I've heard that happened out there.
What happened out there?
What I get, shit happens everywhere. But
I'm about to say, what happened particularly out there though?
Kidnappings?
Oh,
Really?
fuck that.
See, I heard
not like kid
Rio.
kidnapping, like
I heard Rio
like
was like that.
adults.
Adult
Yeah.
nappings, just nappings.
Yeah, I
Just-
heard it, like not even kids, it's adults getting like
Yeah,
I think
taking
when
shit out there.
I think typically the word for that is abductions, but kidnapping is just so much more like commonly used.
yeah.
Adult nappings.
Abductions.
They out there
I'm
snatching.
not going there. I
Yeah,
value my life too much.
They out there snatching black folks out there. You know, they don't really
Snatching
kidnap
anybody
black-
up. They'll
Yeah,
snatch
I don't know,
They'll
man.
snatch
I
anybody.
don't know the color of the
Anybody
skin,
could
but
get it. Anybody could get it.
Anybody
Yeah.
that they look like got some money, they can get it probably.
Yo,
Yeah,
you can get nigga. You can get naps. Don't think it's a
Oh,
game.
Easy definitely can get napped up.
Easily.
I'm assuming that location wasn't on the place of your international runnings, Mr. 430.
No.
Okay.
That's probably somewhere Granddad doesn't ship to. You know,
Yeah.
it's probably that's somewhere he has to get a third party carrier to handle.
Right. Because that's this man.
Dude,
He's
the shipping and
talking about
handling is
what?
massive.
What?
Next,
I don't even know the postal code to that place. I don't even know.
next question we got is there anything from your bucket list that we achieved and later on question whether or not it was worth it? Ooh.
That's a good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a great question.
Yes, absolutely. Competitive gaming. I don't recommend nobody do that shit. If you got a passion for it, that's cool. But the time that you have to put into it, nah, I wouldn't want to know. I regret the fuck out of that shit. I lost a lot of relationships by doing that.
Something that I achieved, but it don't really mean that much to me as much. I don't know, bro. Like I graduated from college, but it's not that exciting to me no more. Like I only did it because I had to. My mama said I had to go to school, and she'd been telling me that since I was in like the 3rd grade. So, and then when my sister didn't go to college, my mom was like, "We got to do something." I was like, "All right, well, somebody got to go to college in the family. Somebody got to be the first." So I did, and I've never really been a school person. I was a nigga in school where once I got to college, I said I don't really have to try because I never had to try because school was easy. But then once I found out I had to try, I said this shit is for the birds. I was a terrible student. I was a terrible student, and it was mainly because if it feels like busy work, I'm not doing it. Like my brain can't respect it if it's busy work. If you're giving me an assignment just to say you gave me an assignment, don't expect me to turn it in. It has to pertain to the class. It was just I hated busy work, and like I had fun though. College is a fun time. I'm not upset that I went. I just wish that it felt more productive. Maybe like if that's how I would describe it. But I'm not gonna make my kids go unless they want to. I would rather funnel them into a trade or another passion or field that's for them. But I don't think college is for everybody. It doesn't solve all problems, but it was a fun time regardless. But it's the whole system is ridiculous. Okay.
For me, I'd have to say when I started to travel to a lot of different like cities and places, because growing up, I never went like growing up. Like I didn't go on a plane for the first time until I was 18. And the first place I flew was from Chicago to Atlanta. That was the first time I was on the plane. So I always said to myself, I want to be able to go to different places and cities and see things. And then when I started, getting older and with my job I do, I was able to do that. And at first it was fun. But then at some point, it just like I thought, like, oh, this is great. I've knocked off this place and this place and this place. But then when you start doing it so regularly, it just became like whatever, and it didn't feel as satisfying. And it just felt like I was just going there for work. So the luster of it wore off real quick for me, especially when I had a kid too, because like it was time away from my kid and my family. So yeah, I just feel like traveling and going to places that necessarily were like, oh, would be cool to go to. But not like bucket list place like Japan or that for vacation. But it was just like, okay, I've never been to New York. I've done that. Never been to Cali. Never been to Vegas. Never been to these places. And then doing it and going there so much, it's just like now it's like it's whatever. And I work so hard to be able to be in a position to do that stuff. Now it's just like man, it's like I really could care less about going anywhere unless it's like somewhere I've never been that would be exciting for me.
Shit, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can answer that question. I don't really have nothing that I regret doing or whatever the case may be. I mean, like, if it's anything, I mean, from being in the military, because I feel like as an adult, because because I joined the military when I was 19. So like now at 30, had I known what I know now, by then, oh my God, what is that? Hold on. Oh, Kev, your mic.
What he did?
There you go. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Probably that big ass fan in the background.
Yeah, I think it was the fan.
That's what it
What my
was.
fan did?
That loud,
Yeah,
that loud
I
ass
think
fan.
I think the fan started going
oscillating
crazy.
in the mic.
That shit was loud as
Oscillating
hell,
in the
bro.
mic.
My fan don't never make no noise until
Nah,
now.
bro,
All of a sudden.
you was over there giving us ASMR, bro. It's okay, man. It's all right, bro.
I turned it off.
This man giving us
I tell you
fansmer.
that.
Fansmer. But yeah, I don't think I
turned it
have
up.
one, man. I mean, joining the military, I don't regret it. But if I look back on what I did, I wouldn't have joined, or at least the way I went about doing it. But other than that, I mean, like, I appreciate everything I've done, from competitive gaming to traveling to finishing school. Like, all that shit means something to me, and I appreciate it all. So I don't really got one. You know, sorry to be the buzzkill on that answer.
Mr. I love my life face ass. Damn.
Right?
Yeah, I would think for me the only thing I would say is when I finally went to Vegas. I mean, even though I had fun, but I was thinking I was just gonna have like the time of my
it's
life
not all it's practically
when I
be,
went
is
to
it?
Vegas. You know what I'm
It's not-
saying?
it's-
But
yeah.
when I went, you know, because that was like the last like the fellas trip, because I know my homie was about to get married, and that all was like we all can go to Vegas. This was like 08, 09. And this was around the time when Hangover had first came out. So we went to Vegas around the time Hangover came out. Remember how popular that movie was? But yeah, I just remember thinking I was gonna go to Vegas and just be like, I was gonna be like, man, this was the best time ever. And it was just like, oh, okay. Like when I left, it was just kind of had that, okay, I came, I saw, I conquered. I really don't care to come back. Like that's how I felt after Vegas. So if anything, I would have to say I'm like Corey, kind of like I really don't have anything.
Yeah.
But Vegas would probably be the one thing where I remember my expectations of Vegas was like super high, and then I kind of left like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say Vegas, the thing that's underrated about Vegas is how tiring Vegas is. Like Vegas is one of those joints, it's a very tiring trip, and you can definitely make the mistake of being there too long. Anything more than 3 to 4 days in Vegas is overkill.
It's overkill.
You don't,
Yeah.
like you don't need that much time. Like, bro, like go get in, get out, and like I think that's the best way to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've only been for tournament purposes, so that was like half the reason I was there. So it was like it was always felt like I was like squeezing in everything else outside of just like, all right, I'm here to enjoy Las Vegas instead of I'm here to compete for an event. The next question we got is any major goals we want to accomplish before the year is over?
I'll go first. I want to put this fucking album out so I can be done.
New
with this shit.
album. Do you have a title for the album? Yes, sir.
I do. I will wait to unveil the title of the album, but the album's had a title since I began, before I even started making it. So everything is just literally just getting, you know, the bells and whistles. The final polish. Actually, the final polish is on it, and then figuring out just the solid dates to release it and stuff like that. But yeah, the goal is still to get it out before the end of the year. So that's my big goal for this year, is to get this album out, because I want the people to hear it, because it's fantastic. It's amazing. It's probably my best work.
All right, so you know, so from there we could say the album is called "These Bricks Ain't Cheap." Alrighty.
No, I've never. What are you talking
These
about?
Bricks Ain't Cheap by Granddad Wooly.
No,
What is the title of this album?
He said he's not gonna tell us yet.
I'm not gonna
He
tell
just
you.
said he not
I
going to
just
tell
said
you.
I'm not gonna tell you until it comes out.
Is the album? Do you plan on releasing it on streaming services as well as for purchase?
So it's going to be out on all. So there's going to be a specialized release for this, but it will be out and available on all the DSPs, as well as being able for you to get it directly from me. And I'm going to have a couple of physical releases. I'm going to have a vinyl release and a special physical digital release in works as well. So there's some cool stuff, some cool ideas are in the works for it. So yeah, just stay tuned. But this year is the plan still.
I want that title.
Bro, I'll tell you all. It ain't even all that, bro. Title ain't even all that, bro. I'll tell you later. Bro.
Look, you know it is because he cheesing hard as hell. He's so
Proud
proud.
as hell,
Look,
man.
he's proud.
I think he's something dealing with drugs. That's what
It's
it is.
not. It's not. It's a soup, bro. The title is super simple.
Look.
I'll say that the title is an acronym, but it's a super simple acronym. And
Rico?
honestly,
You know what I'm
All right,
saying?
y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Look, it was a good time. It was a great time. Y'all don't need me no more.
This man.
Oh my god.
My bad, bro.
Shout out to Young Thug and Gunner. Shout out to Young Thug and Gunner out there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.
It's the
That's my fault.
I walked into that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you
I'll give you
did.
that one. I'm gonna give you that one. That was good. That was good.
You set yourself up for that one.
I did. I did.
I thought something's an acronym. Oh, word.
But it is an acronym. In literal talk, it is an acronym. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's funny.
This man here.
Oh my god, man.
What's the question? We talking about things we're gonna do before the year end?
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I give you mine shit. Fucking motherfucking shit. Just keep growing and find a new job for real, for real. I'm looking for just better employment, you know what I'm saying? So that's about it for real, for real. I mean, I ain't mad at what I got. I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying? But just been doing what I do for a minute, so just trying to do something different, you know what I'm saying? I got goals I'm trying to hit that's gonna require a lot more money than what I make right now. You feel me?
Feel that.
Me this year. Oh, B, you going to cut me off, B? That's what we doing?
My bad. No, I was about to say, go ahead. My bad. We
That's
started
your
at the same time. We started at the same time. Go ahead.
This year, like I really been investing time into myself. I've been like teaching myself like software engineering and stuff. So I've been going to conferences and like making like connections and whatnot. So hopefully by the end of the year, it at least amounts to like a role in it. So like I've had interviews and whatnot, but anyone who's familiar with software engineering knows couple interviews ain't nothing because you're gonna fail the first couple because the interviews are way harder than what the job is usually. So
In the words of Mike Wilbon, my nigga, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to stay the course and just keep my head down and just not get discouraged because like I don't know, man. Like I think I know I could do it. It's just the grind of actually getting the position.
Yeah,
is the hard part, especially since it wasn't my major in school. If it had been my major in school, I would get hired like that because everybody wants you once you come back to school. But I've been at school 2 years now, and people act like 2 years ago is decades. Whenever I started applying for jobs, people like, 2 years ago, yeah, that's a long time ago. Nigga, what? It was literally 2 years. I graduated very recently. So niggas, they treat you different when you don't have a tech background, and when you pick it up on your own they ask you to jump through hoops and hurdles to prove they know how to do the job. So that's that phase I'm in right now.
I mean, shit, to give you some real nigga advice on some man-to-man shit, I've been doing tech for over 10 years now, and I got over 10 years of experience between those, my job in the military and the job I do now. But just like you, I graduated in 2020. I went back to school, got my degree in computer programming to try to switch fields. And just like you, I took a year off. I didn't want to apply for jobs. I already have a good job. I'm not really complaining. But just the last year, I have been applying and like trying to do that. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough market, especially now with so many people getting in. You just got to like stay the course, keep trying, and something going to fall through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all it is. But I'm going to hit you up after the show. I got some shit I could probably lend you on to. They'll help you out, though. Especially with Atlanta, because I've had opportunities come my way. They just may not have been financially what I wanted, or would have required some relocating without them trying to like pay for relocating. So, but and a few of them have been in Atlanta actually. So I'll definitely.
Atlanta's tech scene is growing. It's definitely growing, and like I noticed it because like I said, I went to a conference back in June. There was another one this week actually, and I was at that. So like the scene is growing, and like I'm always hearing about different things. So. I'm just trying to stay tapped in because if you don't apply yourself, you'll never find out what you could do. So
yeah,
I just gotta stay the course, man.
Wise word from Bloodbath.
I'm a wise dude on occasion.
All right, messy man. What about you, Beezy, Flash?
Man, I mean, shit. Still be healthy, still be happy.
Yeah. Stay black, you know how you do.
Look, man, like I'm all about health and happiness, bro. That people take for granted that being healthy and being happy is important. You know what I mean? You need that in your life, man. So I mean, I'm still happy and healthy. So I want to continue to be that going into the new year.
Nothing wrong with that. I think with me, the main thing that I want to accomplish is just get my Security Plus certification. I'm gonna be in school for like the next year and a half, 2 years. So I'm just gonna try to knock out as many certifications as I possibly can. But the Security Plus is the one I want to get done with before the year over with.
Shit. And there we have it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. We have been here almost 2 hours. We need to stretch our legs, refresh our water. I thank you all for being here. If you have questions, please get them in the chat. I know there's one more question waiting in queue. I will get to that when we come back. But yeah, give us a few, y'all. We'll be right back. Yo. We's back. And Bees was finna explain to us how last night's Dead End Hip Hop show was incredible.
Man, so we got it's this thing me and FIFO critic called Odd Friday. It's pretty much similar to what they do with the verses, but we got our little own thing on it, right? So it's like we pick an artist that we represent, and then we play 13 of our best songs, and then shout out to our Dead End Hip Hop patrons, them the ones that really support. They support with their wallets. So and the YouTube members as well. So they get to vote each round on who they feel had the better song, or each round. So we was doing a tournament style to end this upcoming season, because we're gonna end the season in early November, but we're doing like an 8-man tournament style. So yesterday was the last of the first round matchup between Spike Lou, who does Dead End Sports, and a little bit of frames per second appearances with him as well, and FIFO. FIFO was representing the state of Georgia. Spike Lou was representing the state of Louisiana. So they pretty much had to play artists that's all from Georgia, Louisiana, whatever. And they could only play one song per artist. So like if you playing your Lil Wayne song, that's it for Lil Wayne. You could play a Lil Wayne feature, but just not once you play a Lil Wayne song, or like once FIFO played his Outkast song, that was it. Like he had to go somewhere else. So FIFO, I forgot what FIFO played. Do you remember what he played his first? Because it was Spike Lou to respond. I forgot what FIFO played March Madness by Future.
He played March Madness by Future, yeah.
So
I mean, that's what you're supposed to play if it's Future, yeah.
Right. So I was like, I'm like, okay. So I saw Spike Lou. I'm like, all right, because that March Madness is a fucking big song.
You're not beating it.
If he would have played 6'7" or Millie, out of all the Lil Wayne songs he played, this man Spike Lou replied with Lollipop.
Remix.
Remix.
He's got to be specific.
Remix.
And his justification was, because Kanye is on the song. I thought that would have helped.
No,
I'm like,
bruh.
nigga.
6'7" and the Millie was right there.
You had
it was
all
right
these
there.
Lil Wayne
He could have
songs.
played hustler music, go DJ. He could have played anything. Anything else.
So many options.
He had a bomb shelter full of Lil Wayne songs, and he picked the one all the way in the back in the corner, covered in dust.
And the worst part is, Beezy forgot to mention, I'm at every Odd Friday because I run the boards, I run the stream and everything for us. I have to be there. Yeah. Essentially, I'm the host of the show. I don't know how that came about, but I'm the host of the show.
You do a great job. I mean, that was
look, there's no Odd Friday without Bloodbath.
Right.
This man, Spike sitting there. Spike said, damn, that's a big song. I said, hey, Spike, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? This is a spades game. Go ahead and throw out, bro. You're not finna beat that spade. Hit that nigga with a heart or something. Don't you throw no spade out there. Spike said, I like FIFA because FIFA a competitor. And I feel I can't just, just throw something out there. I gotta compete. So I need to, I'm not gonna play just no. Spike said, I'm not gonna play no doozy. I'm gonna play something good. I said, I don't know what that means, bro.
Hey, time out. You know a nigga on some bullshit when he used the word doozy. Like, you already know some fuck shit on the way.
I'm about to play a doozy. Oh, no, you not.
And so when that nigga said that, I'm like, bro, this is a bad idea, fam. And then when I heard Lollipop come on and Spike started doing this, like it was good. And then watching his face as he read the chat come in, it was a wall of people saying boo and what the fuck, and watching him slowly come down to reality and realize this was a bad idea,
bruh.
Priceless.
Well, that man Spike did not read the room at all. I'm like,
oh my god.
So that's why. Come on, bro.
I asked him.
Even if he would have saved it, he could have saved Lil Wayne. He, like you said, Kev, he probably could have been like, all right, cool. Like once people play March Madness, all right, let me play something, good, but I know it's gonna lose, but I'm not gonna play my big jokers yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that's a super unfair matchup.
That's what they decided to do that. That's
Yeah,
what
Louisiana
Yeah,
and
that was
Georgia.
them.
It's
Yeah.
so
They made that.
it's an unfair matchup. It's not enough. Especially, it's not that Louisiana don't have enough music. They don't have enough artists to compete where you only play one song from one artist for 13 tracks. Like
It's
Georgia, you
like-
can do that shit like 40 times.
Yep.
Like
Did-
Louisiana.
all the loopholes. Spike had
Hey,
all
What
the
you gonna play?
loopholes
Fucking
for
J
Webby and Boosie.
Electronica?
right.
Was
did.
Birdman?
He could have played a Millie. I think
He could have played a
if he
Millie.
would have played, if he would have played a Millie or 6 for 7, that he probably would. I ain't saying it would have guaranteed him a victory,
But it would have
he
gave him a better
probably could've
chance.
won. Yeah, he definitely would have had
Uh,
a better shot against.
And
And
him.
he
also-
really go ahead, Willie, tell him.
No, when he played the Birdman joint with Drake and Wayne, instead of playing What Happened to That Boy with Clips, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What are
Yeah.
you doing? Because Drake's on the song.
He thought,
Even then.
he thought Drake was gonna do something.
If he was
Fam,
gonna do a
not
burp-
with this audience, not with this audience. They don't like Drake like that.
It got so bad, Kev. I don't know if he gonna say it in the recap. He don't have to.
He could have did
But,
Love Is So Soft
but-
or some shit.
Yeah, but I had to. I
I
threw
still
him.
like my daddy.
Hey Kev, I threw Spike J Electronica because he
He
wasn't
said
gonna
it.
play that.
He
He
told
was-
me afterwards.
Yeah,
He
he
said,
wasn't gonna
Beezy
play
texted me and said this is a guaranteed win. So I played it. I was like, okay, I believe
I was
that.
like, because
Yeah, he could have
know-
played Exhibit C or some shit.
No, he
He
did.
did.
He
Yeah.
won, but
He did
he
wrong.
wasn't. But knowing Spike, I know what Spike likes. J Electronica was not on his radar. He was not. Exhibit C was nowhere near on his radar to play. So I was like, dude, I'm sitting there like, my guy, you got to play Exhibit C.
Gotta
Like,
play Exhibit C.
I don't care if you don't like that song. I was like, you have to play Exhibit C if you represent Louisiana, bruh. So I'm glad he played it.
When I asked him, I was like, so your reasoning for playing Lollipop was you thought the Kanye feature was gonna help. Even though, so that's saying that you didn't think that Lil Wayne, a highly talented and respected rapper,
do it on
could
his
carry
own.
himself.
You
Is that what you're saying?
You saying
That's
Lil
what
Wayne
me,
can't
Spike.
carry himself, and he needed the assistance of Kanye
So-
West.
Let me ask y'all this question. I didn't mean to cut you off either, Granddad.
Oh, you
Oh,
good?
you good.
So- Because I know y'all did with Atlanta or Georgia versus Louisiana, correct?
Yes.
Could the song have someone from the other state in it?
Yes.
Yeah, it just has to be that artist that he plays.
Yes, original
It
song
has to
has-
be
Has
from
to be
Georgia.
from that state.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter
He
who's on it.
didn't. He didn't think like Steady Mob and like shit like that. He didn't think of none of that. He put out Lollipop.
Oh,
He played Lollipop
we
remix.
all collectively were confused and
Everybody.
upset. Everybody was
Everybody.
mad at this man the entire time.
He
Like-
cut the song up early because he knew it was losing.
He
Cut
knew
it off
what
30
was
seconds
happening.
early because he knew it was a rap.
So that was like Chris Webber with your timeout. Like everybody in the
Oh, yeah.
world knew what the fuck was happening, but the one person.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Once he realized he cut the song off, we was like, bro, I see why you cut the song off. This is what, because this was not gonna do it, bro.
It's not
This,
gonna do it, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
we
even
was-
think
we was all-
Lollipop comes to a lot of people's minds when you think of Lil Wayne.
Right.
You
That's what I'm
don't, no.
saying.
it does not.
It does not. No,
it
it's
does
not.
not.
Especially in a
I'm
battle
like,
like that. I mean, it does, but in a battle, I'm not playing Lollipop for what?
Of course
Right.
not.
Especially
Like,
if I just heard of March Madness, I'm gonna say, oh, let me go play Lollipop. What?
What?
no, that
That's
doesn't even mean
your
your thought in your mind, bro.
My initial thought is, oh, I'm just gonna play a Millie.
Exactly.
If I hear March Madness, I'm gonna just follow up with a Millie. Like that
That's
should have
what-
been like your immediate reaction. Like
That's what everybody was saying. Everybody was thinking what was going to happen.
I was like, man.
This man Spike, no, I'm gonna change the game with this one. Yo, you
But-
sure did.
His
yeah, he
was
did.
funny though.
He secured his loss.
Right?
He did
Exactly.
change it.
His was funny is he had all the loopholes to keep playing Boosie and Webby though. He had
Bruh.
all the Boosie loopholes because he played "Wipe Me Down," which is not a Boosie song, it's technically a Fox song. He got away
Fox.
with that,
Mhm.
and then he played the only technically Boosie song he played was "Set It Off."
Set it off.
Well, I mean, that's the only one you can play for real though.
Yeah, but then he played a Webby song, but so it's like he's like Boosie and Webby counts as one, but then Boosie by himself counts separately. I said, how we know all these Boosie loopholes and there's so many other Louisiana artists who ain't played.
But
He ain't
even
played
then-
no Hot Boys.
He ain't play no Hot Boys. He ain't
He
play.
played
No
Big-
Limit?
He ain't played Big Thomas?
Did he play No Limit?
Did he
Yeah.
play Juvie? Did he play Juvie?
He ain't play no Juvie. No,
He ain't played Juvie?
Oh,
Nah, bro.
Because
He ain't play no Juvie.
Because I had to leave. I had to leave. Like
Back that ass up is right there.
He
It's
did
right
play.
fucking
Nah,
there.
we got-
He
Back
ain't
that,
play.
right,
bro. We
right.
all gotta
Back that
collectively
ass
run-
up was right there.
We got to all collectively run up on Spike
about
on this
currency?
recap, bro. Because this bro needed
He
intervention.
ain't play no
bro.
currency.
No currency?
He didn't play
You don't
currency.
even. That's the thing. If it's 13 songs, you don't even need to pull out currency.
Bro,
You could have
this man
just
didn't play
used
Juvie.
straight, bro. You could have did No Limit. You could have did
He had No Limit and Cash Money right there, and he only played one Birdman song because Drake was on it. He thought the Drake feature was going to carry it. That doesn't work with the Dead End audience. They don't care about Drake like that.
Like,
and then for the Lil Wayne, he played Lollipop remix because he thought Kanye was going to get people over. And I was so confused by that logic.
You have a battle where you have the chance to play Back That Ass Up and make him say and you fumble it. Like, that's two guaranteed. I'm about to say those are two guaranteed wins.
He did play that. He did make him say we heard way more Mystical than usual, and it came at the worst time.
Why did you play Mystical? Why would you play Mystical?
Sorry, we all are upset about this. You understand?
It was so crazy. It was crazy
live, bro. We saw this happen in real time.
I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated.
What's crazy about this, Corey, is like Spike Lewis, like he always say he's like the Southern guy when it comes to hip hop music. So like he's like the Southern, like he prefers Southern music when it comes to hip hop. So it's like, dude, you supposed to represent this shit well.
He had niggas who ain't even from the South coaching him and yelling at him and being upset with him, bro. I was literally at work screaming at the phone. What are you doing? Literally, this was like I was like, bro, like. And then when I had to leave early, and then I realized, because I was assuming, okay, he gonna save Juvie for like the last couple rounds, and now Kev tells me he ain't play Juvie. Oh, bro.
He didn't. He don't play.
Bro, you have Ha and Back That Ass Up right there.
Right there.
Just pick one. It don't matter which one you pick. That's a win. Like,
he won't.
Oh my god, that's so frustrating. That's fun.
I agree. Can we get him in the call to ask him what he was thinking?
Man,
we can get Spike on the show. Probably not today, but we can get Spike to be a guest. Spike would love to be a guest on your show.
Yeah. Look, man, look, I have something I'm starting this season, which I'll talk about. We're starting a second segment of Cocktails. It's going to be called the Happy Hour. This would be more content based upon subject matter and not the guests. So we'll have a lot of repeat guests and stuff like that. So one happy hour, we would definitely get Spike in here to explain himself. Because
he even played Kevin Gates. He started
with Kevin Gates.
The first song he played in the whole night was "I Don't Get Tired." That was the first song he played in the night.
It's so many horrible decisions that were made.
Time out. Not only did you start with Kevin Gates, you could have led with 2 phones. If you're going to pick a Kevin Gates record, pick his biggest selling song.
Yes. I Don't Get Tired is what he decided to play from Kevin Gates.
Spike Lee was just on something different yesterday, and we all don't understand it. Like, trust me, we all don't understand it. I think he threw that on purpose. I think he threw the battle.
He threw it? Nah.
He threw it, bro. I don't know, but he made too many fumbles, bro. He made too many fumbles in one battle, bro.
It's crazy. He beat FIFO before, so it's like,
I'm saying, bro. He was playing like he ain't never won against FIFO. He was playing completely different the first battle than this battle. He was just making mistake after mistake after mistake. I think FIFO paid him off.
Yeah,
Spike was a rap.
Paid him off.
I knew it was a rap.
FIFO had to secure his spot because he would have been the only nigga out of the core 4 who wouldn't have made it to the semis. And he was like, "Look, Spike, let me throw you a little bread, make a couple of questionable decisions. I got you, bro. You don't even need to be a part of this. This ain't even your show, bro. You just here as a guest. Come on now." And Spike's like, "All right, I got you, bro."
Nah, Spike need to atone for his sins.
Yes, man. I need to.
He really do, man.
What was you about to say, Cam?
Because, all right, so the worst part, I knew it was a rap. It came down to the very, like, it was 5-6. And I told Spike, I said, "Spike, don't let FIFO get to 7. It's only 13 rounds. If he gets to 7, it's mathematically impossible for you to win." I said, "So Spike, you need to shut this man out 2 rounds in a row to get the dub." I told him that, and he said, "I know what I got to do." I said, "Okay, I'm glad you know that." And then when that nigga played Independent, when I heard INDEPEN,
I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a banger to play.
That's not
but
a battle
you didn't
song.
have to.
That's not gonna win you shit in this type of arena.
No, it's
I
not.
said, "Oh nah, Spike."
That was the Juvie moment right there. That was when he dropped the Juvie.
Yeah, that's when he should have dropped. Yep, that's when he should have dropped.
Instead, he says he want to be Mr. Independent over here. Like, bro, I'm like, Spike.
Damn, Spike. Hey. Yeah, I can't wait till they shoot that recap video. I think they're gonna do it next week because FIFA not gonna be in tomorrow. But yeah, man, I can't wait to. I gotta be there for that because I definitely got a question. I mean, you gotta be there too, Kev, because I know. Yes, Yes.
Kev
We gotta
gonna give
question
him
this
a
man.
Kev
gonna
gonna
put
give
this-
him a talking to like no
We
other.
gotta.
I
put
was
this-
already, I was grilling them during the show. I'm like,
You
Spike,
was.
why would you do this? What's going on, Spike?
Bruh, that shit was
But
crazy.
I mean, if niggas really want me to ask him more questions, I'll do it because that was like, and this is the thing. A lot of these battles, these matchups, I don't make them. I just be there reacting because it's my job. I have to be there, or the show wouldn't work. So when people be like, "Why don't Kev know the songs?" I don't gotta know these songs.
You
I'm
gotta know the
Southern. I
songs,
don't
yeah.
know these people. So then when they doing an all Southern battle and the South is being represented right, it hurt me to my core. I said, I don't know what's going on right now, but this don't feel right. When that man, bro, because he was playing, okay, he was playing hits. The songs he was playing were hits, but they were not the type of songs
These
that
Not
you
the
songs,
right
play
yeah.
songs. It's not
in
that
the
arena.
competition. Like, oh, my song is better than your song, nigga.
Look,
Why the fuck? What Lollipop remix? We gotta put that on there because he made sure it was the remix. The Lollipop remix is not going to carry you as being better than any objectively song. Like, what's going on here, bro? Why are we doing this? Why is this your idea?
And
Spike?
not against March Madness, dog.
Not
Like,
against
no.
March Madness.
Like-
Nah.
No.
March Madness, and you say Lollipop got it. Remix.
to be honest, if he played March Madness, I would have counted it as a throwaway round.
That's what I told him to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
literally what I said.
He
Any
played
sensible person would have did that, Corey.
Yeah.
All right, that's March Madness. I ain't beating that. Let me just go ahead and give him that round, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
clean up on the next one. Spike,
Yeah.
In competition, you know what I'm saying? I'm
I
gonna
never run
compete.
away from adversity. Okay.
this man.
Nigga, I would have ran so fast. Yeah, next nigga be gone like I'm gonna be gone.
Right?
Ain't gonna
Well,
never see no niggas
I was
go
gonna
like, I'm
march.
gonna
I was
go.
gonna march my ass to the other direction.
Exactly, dog.
This is
It would
madness.
have been a tactical retreat on my
Right.
end, boy. Nigga play some shit like that. And I'm
Wait,
gonna
hold
follow
on.
up with Lollipop remix.
Time out. Stream froze.
Uh-oh.
What's
Alright,
that?
let me know.
Hold on.
Still says be
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Yes, froze. Yeah.
Come on, internet. Don't act.
Nah, it's
stupid
not
now.
that. I think it's Twitch. 'cause
There
the
we go.
stream's
It's
still
back.
up.
Oh.
It's
All right,
back.
we back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
Twitch
on.
was bugging because it wasn't streamed. Like it was just Twitch was bugging. All right, cool.
But
Refresh.
but Stover, Artel Stover in the chat. Artel Stover is the one he makes. Like he's one of our moderators during the show, and he makes a playlist of every song that's played. So you'll be able to follow up with him, and he can get you a playlist. So he makes it every time before the show even ends. The playlist is out. He puts it up on
Playlist out.
Spotify.
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to Stover, man. Shout out to Stover. He always
Definitely shout out Stover because Stover actually has our next question. Want to bring you back to the fast food conversation we had earlier. McFlurries or Frosty, gentlemen?
McFlurry every time.
Ooh,
I don't even
Lord.
like ice cream. I don't even like ice cream like that, but I can't go against the McFlurry. They got too many different options. I mean, it's only two, but it's still.
Yeah,
I
will
don't
only
know,
say McFlurry. Yeah, probably because they got. Well, hold on, but the Frosties, man, that was definitely a Wendy's staple though. Like everyone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you went to Wendy's, you was getting a damn Frosty.
especially if you had the keychain that they never asked
Damn,
for.
I don't know. That's kind of tough right there.
I still want to try the strawberry frosty because I know it's like a limited time thing. I want to try the strawberry and see if it's hitting.
Oh, that shit is definitely
Only
hitting, bro.
I'm gonna
It
say
is?
Frosty. I'm gonna
Ooh,
say Frosty only because, I've ate Wendy's more than McDonald's.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. So that's what I'm gonna say. That's why I'm gonna go with Frosty.
Okay.
So for me, honestly, I could do without either one because I'm not big into either one. But I will say Frosty because one, like I eat at Wendy's more than McDonald's probably, but also two, the machine always broke, so you'll never be
That's
able
a
to get a
great
guy.
point.
You'll never be able to get one. So
That is a very good point.
So yeah, I'll go with the Frosty. But honestly, I don't go to either establishment requesting either. Now that lemonade be hitting though at Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's got some bomb lemonade.
Yeah.
that lemonade.
Yeah,
That's what I go there for.
I say
never lie.
if I have to eat French fries with it, I'm going with a Frosty. But if
Facts.
I'm going off,
Do you dip your fries in the Frosty?
yeah, if you got a Frosty, you
Yes.
have to. You have to.
You got
It's necessary.
It's mandatory.
But if I'm going off a straight, I just want like ice cream, one of the two. I'm going with a McFlurry. Only because the options to add to it. You can get the Oreo crumbles, the M&Ms,
Yep.
Right.
the
Yep.
Heath, whatever.
Yep.
Like
That's
that's
true.
why I'm going with that. But yeah, like it's not enough conversation to be said how Wendy's has fumbled the bag for a lifetime now.
Man.
They have.
Fumble.
If Wendy's just put it together, they'll be the #1 fast food chain. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
fuck up the
I agree.
fries,
I agree.
Like you fuck up the fries, and then you bring good fries, and then you fuck up your nuggets because you let the spicy with nuggets go, and then you bring back the spicy nuggets. They're not the same, and then you change the fries again, and then you try like they refuse to do the same shit you need to do to keep it elite. And but one thing will always stay the same: that spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And they drink selection. They was like the different lemonades, the different sweet teas. Yeah, man, and that shit elite.
Like I didn't start eating Wendy's until I was in middle school, and by then I had already been Team McDonald's because I mean, you grew up eating McDonald's. I don't care if everybody's had McDonald's since like we said this on Tuesday when we recorded that in game. I was like, yo, when I think of a chicken nugget, I think of chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. Like that's my first thought. So I didn't transition to Wendy's until like middle school. I was like, bro, it's McDonald's or Checkers. That's it, man. Like, and then I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try Wendy's. I tried Wendy's and I said, yo, I've been living like wrong. This food is just better. It's like it's just better.
Wendy's is so good, bro. Like
it's
when
just
they do
better.
it right.
I was like, yo, this food is so good. How's this restaurant been here all this time and we was just driving past it? Like it's not like it's Arby's and nothing like that.
You know the
like,
problem with Wendy's. You know the problem with Wendy's is they took too long to do a makeover of the establishment, so every Wendy's looks racist.
Yep.
Like if you look at like a regular Wendy's, like how they used to look back in the day, you pull up, somebody's gonna call you boy at the window. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just don't look like that old fashioned logo and look, it don't sit right in my black spirit. You know, it ain't for me. But once you get inside and you taste it, you're like, oh, this shit is elite. Okay, cool. All right. You know. So that's the only problem.
I do have a fast food question for y'all because we're gonna carry this over. I had them answer it on that game during our One Gotta Go. So this week's One Gotta Go was actually fast food related. It was about restaurant chicken nuggets.
Okay.
We got Wendy's, we got Chick-fil-A, we got McDonald's, and we got Popeyes. I made them do One Gotta Stay because I feel like that's more tricky.
Oh, McDonald's, hands down.
You said McDonald's gotta stay. That's the best nugget in the game.
Yeah, it's the most consistent.
Even now?
Even right now, McDonald's nugget is the most consistent in the business.
I've heard, I mean, I haven't ate McDonald's since 2002, but I've heard nuggets is not what they used to be.
So think about the spots you just named. I could tell you what usually could go wrong, right? Popeyes, too much breading.
That is absolute facts.
Yeah, too much breading can be on the Popeyes nuggets, so you're just eating skin. So that'll fuck it up. What's the other ones you name?
And Popeyes, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A nuggets are mid. Chick-fil-A nuggets are kind of mid. No, the people only like them because they like Chick-fil-A sauces that go with them. The nugget by itself is not a good nugget. It's a very mediocre nugget. All right, what's the other one?
Wendy's.
Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, and McDonald's.
Wendy's problem is, once again, is they got to be cooked right because they changed the chicken that they use. Like, they changed it. Like, it's not a consistent nugget, I'll say. Like, I think McDonald's is the most consistent and where you will go. And plus, on top of it, a nugget is really as good as the fries to go with it. McDonald's fries, when you get them hot, fresh, and ready, it ain't nothing better.
I ain't going to transition from the nugget to the fry. We talking about the chicken, not the potato right now. That's not about the chicken. Bro, niggas trying to bring an extra part. Nigga, we talking about the chicken.
How's the extra part? You talk about the experience. It's the experience.
Stop. What you mean the extra part?
It's the experience.
We said one got to stay chicken nugget. This man talking about some them fries though. Nah, that's not what we talking about. That's not what we talking about. We're talking about pure chicken nugget talk.
Not pure.
Pure chicken nugget, bro. McDonald's most consistent.
So you're saying one got to stay at McDonald's nugget.
Yep.
What about you, Flash? So what you got, Flash?
Is the
PNF,
spicy chicken
is
a spicy chicken nugget available?
Yeah, that's
Wendy's.
what
I'm taking.
That's
Wendy's.
what they said on Tuesday. That's all that matters.
Wendy's.
I'm
if
taking
you
Wendy's.
Go to Wendy's for the spicy nuggets, you don't get nuggets.
I'm taking Wendy's all day.
Yep, exactly.
I will say
the Wendy's nuggets is good slap. Sometimes. Wait, McDonald's got spicy nuggets? When they got
spicy nuggets. Hey, that spicy nugget slap. I'm sitting here telling you, bro.
They did.
Hey, man.
Wait a minute. I remember. They did.
Hey, man.
Hey, they did have them for a minute, and they was slapping.
They came back twice. They keep selling out.
I forgot about it.
I might need to spin the block.
Hey, bro, I forgot about them joints. Yeah, them spicy McNuggets, bro. Them joints was hitting, bro.
that's gonna change a lot. I did not know
If they
that
keep
they
those on the
did.
menu full time, it's a wrap for Wendy's, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look,
Never
hey,
actually
how
know.
If
the
they make
spicy
that, if they
nuggets
make
is
that
elite,
move,
dog.
bro. If McDonald's said, "Nah, spicy nuggets is here to stay," oh, Wendy's go ahead and pack it up.
Bro, I got a McDonald's 2 blocks from the crib, right? I'll never forget when they first dropped. Someone came in the Discord. It's like, yo, McDonald's. Till came in the Discord. It's like, yo, when these spicy nuggets. I'm not going to say they're amazing, but I'm going to sit here and tell you this is my second time having them in 2 days. And I was like, all right, whatever, bro. Okay. So I go for lunch. I go over there. I'm like, yo, let me get the spicy nuggets. Bro, I don't even wait to get home. I pop one in, you know what I'm saying, right when I get in the car, right? That shit was so fucking elite. I had only ordered a 10-piece. I walked back in there and ordered an additional 10-piece. So I needed a 20-piece off rib, bro. That shit was delicious.
You double backed on the
I
spicy
doubled
nuggets?
back on the spicy nuggets, bro. I spent the block and doubled back on the spicy nuggets. And then I fucked her on the head for lunch again. The next day, it was so goddamn
Damn,
good, bro.
bro. That man, them things had you in a chokehold early,
Bro, because they give you like, it's like it had like a special like hot sauce to go with them.
Yup, it did. That sauce
Bruh.
was, ooh,
Dog,
bruh,
like, come
bruh.
on, son.
I know. I was there.
Hey, bro, you was there. You was in the
with it.
streets.
I
was
remember
in the
the
streets,
original
bro.
spicy nuggets. So that's around the time I started eating Wendy's. Yeah.
Wendy's original spicy nugget might have been the best nugget independent, but they regular nuggets don't slap as good as the spicy.
They do
no.
not.
No,
They
yeah,
They do
not at all.
Their
not.
regular nuggets is whack.
Which
Yeah.
that's why I was like, if you have to go with a overall nugget, McDonald's, in my opinion, tastes the best, and they got the spicy too now. Yeah, bro, it's a
I don't think
GG's.
I might have to go. I might have to try that shit out. I don't think I tasted the spicy one.
You gotta
Nah,
see
nah,
it.
I have
bad.
not had spicy McNugget, but I want to now.
They
And
gotta bring
I
us
don't even eat
Yeah.
McDonald's no more, but I'll go back over there for a spicy McNugget.
They don't have.
I'll do it.
I don't know when they're gonna bring them back, but they need to, cause like shit, I'm there. They
Bruh,
announced what's back.
Let that shit hit the menu, bro. I'm in that bitch.
Oh, without a question.
I'm in that bitch.
We are
Day
officially
one.
on spicy. We on spicy McNugget watch, everybody. So you let if anybody hears anything, you let the people in this room know immediately. Let us know. Hit
So,
us
like-
up on all our socials.
Oh man, that's so that's actually interesting. I don't know why we're on fast food, but like I know you being from oh my god, y'all being in Atlanta, Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A is like D2, right? But everybody here from somewhere different. What was like y'all area's fast food spot? They're like
White Castles.
White Castle.
White Castles, yeah. White Castles. Yeah, White Castles was definitely like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the spot. I would say Coney Island, but Coney Island it's not typically fast food because they cook the food right then and there.
Yeah.
And shit. But fast food like chain, White Castles is definitely for Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, for Gary, it was pretty much like, see, okay, so yeah, we had the chain, we had the White Castle and stuff like that, but honestly, like the thing about us, we had the chicken spot, so it was a place called JJ's. JJ's was like, it's originally from Chicago, but it's a chicken place. Actually, they got it all over. They have one in Atlanta too. So yeah, but they cook it to order too. So that was the spot. That a place called Sharks. And then it was just like the regular spots, like White Castle. Well, they didn't have we had rallies. We didn't have checkers. We had rallies.
Yeah, we had rallies too. We had rallies.
It was called rallies. So we had rallies, and that was pretty much it. Everything else was regular McDonald's, Burger King, the usual spots too. So
In my small part of Florida, it was all the regular stuff. We didn't have no exclusive spots. I mean, the closest thing to an exclusive spot might be you driving somewhere on the weekend and you pass a car wash / fish fry. And you're like, oh, snap, fish fry? Hey, man.
Gotta stop and get some fish, bro.
Yeah, whenever I pass by a fish fry, I gotta get a piece of fish. I'm too southern to drive by a fish fry and then you gonna wash my car too while I eat your fish? Bro, in my mind,
That's a good Saturday.
right?
Yeah, that's a good Saturday right there.
I got my car washed and I got some good ass fish. Please, man. It don't get no better than that. And then half the time, I don't know if y'all done passed these too. They be doing the fish fry car wash / barbershop with somebody inside giving haircuts too.
It's a full service one stop shop over there, bro.
I passed a couple of them back home.
They're gonna get you right more ways than one, bro.
Oh yeah. And then usually usually those would be like church fundraisers. So then somehow, some way, somebody always got some cake for sale too.
Yeah.
So
You want to? Yeah, the craziest okey doke I ever seen, which is black men. I know y'all can understand this. Girl Scouts was selling cookies right outside the barbershop, bruh.
Oh, they
Wow.
post up everywhere, bro.
That was a trap.
Wow.
That was
Bro,
you
they
coming
post
out
up
fresh,
everywhere.
feeling good. Hey, I like your haircut. Would you like to buy some? Yeah, I give you. Bruh, they was trapping hard out right outside the barbershop.
You know they did. And you can't tell
They
them
was
no.
trapping hard, bro. Yeah.
Every time I see a Girl Scout, I'll
Yeah.
order some Thin Mints, bro. And it's a problem.
Bro, them look. Hey, mister, would you like some cookies? You know, yeah, you know what? Sure, I feel good. I look good. I buy some cookies.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you $50 later. They got you in the hole. Next thing you know, you texting people on your phone. Yo, you need 10 minutes. I just bought a box and like I got some extras. That shit crazy, bro.
I'd be like,
so I
I'd be thinking about Thin Mints.
Flash 7-5. What was popping down there? Because they all got checkers down there, right? And rallies?
Checkers, rallies. For some odd reason, we had both. Didn't
That's
understand it, but it's not for me to understand.
I'll be ingredient with it.
But for like, this is one spot that I'm pretty sure is nowhere else outside of the 757.
I hope you say what I think you're gonna say.
Who you think about to say?
Nah, just say it.
I'm pretty sure we're not talking about the same spot. But
I feel like you're gonna say Chickasee.
That's one of them.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
Chickasee was one of them. Chickasee and Chickasee was across the water. That was in like Newport News, Hampton shit. On my side of the water, it was Feather and Fin.
I've heard.
Feather and Fin. You get chicken and you like. I feel like Blood would love the fish sandwiches there because that's literally all I went there for.
You like fish and sandwiches, so yeah, I fuck with fish sandwich.
Yeah, you would have been there like crazy. Like the line used to be. It's like it was one of those areas where it was like in a hood spot. There was only one way to get in that bitch, and the only employees was there, so you had to stand outside and wait for that shit. But it'd be raining, and it'd be a line outside just waiting for that shit.
Oh, that's the best food. The hood spots got the best food, bro. The dirtier and more dangerous the area, the better the food.
They had like 3 spots.
Dirtier and more dangerous.
Yeah, when I was in school, right? So like not even 5 minutes from campus is this place called Murkison's. And anybody who'd been on Ralph David after that, you passed it a bunch of times, you just never thought to go in there because it looks a mess. But they had like a student special where you could get a fish plate and fries for $2.15.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Your student ID.
How big were these portions?
That fish wasn't real, bro. I hope you ain't eat that.
That man was eating. It was real to me. It was real.
It was real whiting. I knew it was whiting. And nigga, when I tell you, we would go over there daily because we was I called like, hey bro, let me get we called it the AUC special because we had AUC as like student ID, that was school ID. We call them up, fool, we can get over there. Like, hey bro, we finna order 5 AUC fish plates. You go over there, it'd be like usually about 3 pieces of fish, a piece of bread, and like the rest just be fries. And then when you get in there, you know what I'm saying, they got the hot sauce right there, they got the ketchup over there, they got the mustard in there in case if you're a mustard person. They got the tartar sauce. Every time, bro. We used to kill them niggas every day. $2.15 exactly. As long as and you only had to show one ID. That was like you wouldn't go in there, bro. You wouldn't go in there, and then they would ask for an ID for every plate. Like look at them, like, hey, bro, here's my ID. I'm buying all these plates for the same price. We did that shit regularly. It's like a tradition, man. Like everybody who goes like Morris Southern Clark, everybody knows like that's if you hungry, you trying to get something cheap. Go over there around the corner and get you a fish plate.
$2.15.
Well, that sounds like Burger King prices, bro. Ain't even lie.
Dog, right?
I know exactly how much it was. I paid them niggas in coins so many times. That's all I had. I'm like, hey, bro, like shit, I got $2, but I don't got the 15 cents. You gotta find a dime to nickel. Like, I've been over there. Stacy and me. I'll go over there with friends who wasn't even in school. As long as I show my ID, we all get this bitch for the same price. Like, you only need one ID. We used to stay over there.
Yeah, outside of the chains in Richmond, the 2 spots we really had was the chicken spot, Golden Skillet. That was like, if you ever heard of Golden Skillet, it was kind of like that was our Popeye. It was our Popeyes before Popeyes became like a big thing. Mad greasy, big ass chicken sandwiches. Like the chicken sandwich called a big skillet, bro. It was just a big ass fried piece of chicken made sloppy as shit, and people loved it. And then Mr. Submarine. The name sound wild, but it was just a sub shop. So like you go get you like either a chicken Philly, beef Philly, whatever the case may be. And the thing about Mr. Submarine, they used to pack the shit out of it. And the best way to have it is you get one, let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, and then heat it up the next day so the juice is soaked into the bread. Yeah, bro. Those like the two spots, at least for my child. I remember like that wasn't like McDonald's or some shit like that. Like that was the wave.
Yeah, I'm really thinking. I can't think of nobody. Oh, I remember. It was. Did y'all have Hungry Howie's where y'all was at?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
pizza place.
I've had it
Yeah.
because when I lived in
one.
So it's
Augusta,
a
yeah.
yeah.
We had Hungry Howie's in Detroit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hungry
They
Howie's
just like Hungry Howie's is like Little Caesars, but slightly better. Because I
Yeah.
don't mess with
Yeah.
Little Caesars, but Hungry
Yeah.
Howie's is good enough. And then like they had the different options for your crust.
the flavor
No,
crust.
no,
The
nobody
motherfucking flavor crust, bro.
Nobody
that
be
garlic,
doing that.
that garlic crust, bro.
Nigga,
Come on,
bruh.
come on with it.
Bro,
Yeah.
when I was stationed in Augusta at Fort Gordon, bro, at least once a week we had Hungry Howie's on deck, bro, because we were spoiled. On base, there's a Popeyes and a Cinnabon.
I know that base.
Yeah, so I'm like, you got both of those on base, and you got a Burger King. It all from where I lived at, it was all walking distance too. So ain't like you had to take a car. You just walk there and go get your food or get whatever. And then like, but once a week, bro, that Hungry Howie's slide through. Like that was the first time in my life, and probably the only time I've ever been asked what kind of crust you want. Because I was confused being from Virginia because we ain't got that here. They was like, yo, what kind of crust you want? I was like, what you mean? They was like, oh, they got like 20 different crusts you can get. They was like, you know how you get toppings? You get crust. I was like, oh, okay. That shit was elite. It was trash when I think about it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like
it's
the
elite,
pizza's
though.
not that good, but
Yeah.
it's just the novelty of having flavor crust makes it cool to where you like, all right, it's not. I'll deal with it. It's not something you eat when you can afford to do better. It's like, all right, let me feel a little different. I ain't had this in a minute. I know it's not the best pizza, but I do
Yeah.
like flavor crust.
Yeah. Y'all remember when Pizza Hut first dropped the stuffed crust?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, that shit was,
I've never been a Pizza Hut nigga, but I do remember that.
and y'all remember when they had to drop the braided crust? Please tell me y'all remember that.
I never.
Those
tried
two
it.
was the elite. Those two, I was like, Pizza Hut changed the game with that shit. It was like
Pizza-
dipping crust. So you could rip it. You're
I know
supposed to
what
like
you're
rip it
talking-
off
yeah,
and
I
dip
know
it in the
what you're talking
marinara.
about. That
Bruh.
shit was good.
That shit was crazy.
That
Like,
shit was good, bro.
yeah.
Also, I fuck with the Big New Yorker back then. The Big New Yorker. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
They had that special sauce with it because it wasn't like the regular sauce. It was like a special type of tomato sauce they had with it. And then so that, and then they for a moment they did have like a garlic pizza or garlic crust. 'Cause
Garlic base shit. Yup.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they did too. But you know,
Pizza Hut had its moments over the year.
yeah.
I'll probably say if I do got to get like fast food chain pizza, like I think the pan pizza from Domino's, that should come in the black box.
Domino's
Bruh.
came up, bro.
Bro, the pan pizza in the black
so
box,
much better.
bro.
It's every time.
Bro,
though.
that
Bro,
shit.
have you had the pasta bowls though? Them pasta bowls be hitting them. Bro, Domino's then came up so good, bro. Because back then I hate Domino's. Domino's is my shit now, bro.
I ain't a pasta guy.
Really?
I'm not a pasta
I love
person,
pasta.
bro.
I've never had Domino's pasta, but I do love pasta.
Yeah, them pasta bowls be hitting.
Oh shit. What was you about to say, Flash?
None.
Nigga, like, he hungry now. He like, shit, I'm waiting for this food again.
I'm just patiently waiting, bro.
A good chunk of us is over here, all hungry, kind of, sort of. We all had little snacks in there, waiting for the big meal after the show. What I would like to say is, with DEG, the four of y'all, you've all been doing such. One thing I say is a black man seeing four black people have a show about gaming, and I don't feel like it's forced. One thing here on Twitch, as well as just content creation in general, I feel like I see a lot of black creators that like force content. It doesn't feel authentic, doesn't feel real, and then they also don't seem like they like the people they work with. So it's just like seeing y'all together is just always like, it feels like I'm talking to like my homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, y'all the homies, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, you know, it's like that feeling. So it's just like, do you guys spend as much time together outside of recording as y'all do with the recording? Because you only get that kind of vibe and that feel by like really hanging around the people that, you know, you work with for the most part.
I would say before the pandemic, definitely.
Pre-pandemic,
because-
yeah.
Yeah, it was because it was a spot we used to go to on Mondays. Shit, I forgot the name. You remember the name? One of y'all
Polarized.
remember?
The place is called Monday
Controller.
Night Garage. The event was called
Yeah,
Controller.
Controllerize. Yeah, so we used to always hit that up as a crew on Mondays and every
we
time.
did. we would just do stuff like we went and watched the Sonic movie together. We went to we ran like when we were running our tournaments and stuff like that. We would always do stuff like that. So and do events and things like that. We went to DreamHack together. So yeah, we
did.
before the pandemic, we spent a lot of time together hanging out and just really just like building that bond. And then and even throughout the week, like even though like we don't physically see each other a lot, we still text threads, so we constantly are talking to each other and texting and communicating with each other. So yeah, it's just over the time, it's like we just built this really dope, natural, authentic bond with each other, and it's really dope. And that's why when you see us on the show, everything just feels authentic because we're not faking it. We're just being naturally who we are with each other, and we just all just kind of click with each other. So it's dope, man. I really enjoy. I mean, like we found the right mix of people to do this thing. I don't think it would have worked with any other people other than us. So it just, I wouldn't change it.
Yeah. But they said I don't like having to fake like I like people. I'm going to be me regardless. If this your first time meeting me, you're gonna feel like you done met me 50 times because I'm gonna just be direct and I'm gonna act like myself no matter what. Like he didn't even pretend like bro. What do you want? What is this? Like I'm gonna be me regardless. You're gonna have to like it or you don't. So it is what it is. And they all seem to like me immediately, and I like them immediately. So it worked out. Because I see BZ all the time because I work at the studio. I see this all the time. Every time BZ see me, he either asking me about a game or he asking me something for the show. He'd be like, "Cam, I was thinking about doing this. I want to do this on the show." Like, I don't really care. Let's make it happen. I'm not that hard to work with. If you say you want to do it, I tell you I can do it or I can't do it. That's my only two modes.
Those only two answers, to be honest.
Yeah, like all right, I'll try it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm like that, but yeah, we all get along pretty good. So even when we tend to argue every week, but obviously we argue with love.
Arguments be so silly though. Oh my god,
we be having strong disagreements about the most random shit, bro.
We really do. It'd be crazy.
At the end of it all, it's all love. It's all jokes and hilarious, and the people are always entertained by what it is because it's always something ridiculous. It's always something that don't really mean nothing. But,
right.
The problem is that Tyler's not here to defend herself, but Tyler usually be starting it.
She
starting it, and then she loves to distance herself from it later on. Like she didn't.
If she was on right now, she'd be laughing, talking about, "What are you talking about, Kevin?" Like, bruh.
That's exactly how she was saying.
Right.
If you watch one of y'all shows and like watch it on mute, you will swear y'all be getting into it over the most important topics or some other shit. You click unmute. No way, Donatello is the best fucking Ninja Turtle. Like he be like, "Oh, this is what y'all like so passionate talking about." Like, okay, cool.
Man. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we had a whole discussion and argument about Badusi. Like,
and it was Tyler's fault. That was all Tyler's fault.
And then she progressed. Then she started to play a whole song produced by a no-limit artist nobody cares about anymore. Like a whole thing just transpired, bro. It spiraled out of control. Every week, it's something that happens.
What about the time that Tyler made a whole PowerPoint presentation to explain why Mortal Kombat was better than Street Fighter?
Yes.
And then presented to the whole podcast live.
Bruh. That was crazy.
I appreciate the thoroughness in proving the point. Like that's like, hey, you like, oh, you meant that shit. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
She did.
Those people I don't like to argue with. I'd be like, oh, you got it. What you mean?
Yeah, she definitely meant that shit.
Oh yeah.
We've reached the part of the show, fellas. Was we want questions from the chat. We like to give you guys the opportunity to ask Flash and myself questions on if you have any questions for us or anything you want to know that we haven't addressed throughout the show, or give you your opportunity to clarify any false information that was spread throughout the show.
Okay, what was y'all first video game system that y'all played as kids? Like, what was the first one that had y'all like, oh man, this is it. Video games is where it's at.
Nintendo 64.
64. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Corey?
I think like I've been playing games since fucking Duck Hunt with the green and with the orange and gray controller. But the first joint that really got me, that was like, yo, video games is my shit, was Super Mario on Super Nintendo. Like that shit right there, you know what I'm saying? You boot up, you click the little button. I can't remember which one it is. I just remember the first map when you go around the little outside, the shit was green. And when you get up top, you go to the water state. Yeah, that shit right there. I used to like try to speed before I even knew what speed running was. I was like trying to like beat the game as fast as possible without dying and all types of other shit. So yeah, that was what did it for me.
Trying to think of any questions.
Well, my question is because both of you sort of like have your own genre that you really heavily into. So, when did you know that this genre of gaming is like that's me? This is the one that like I'm really gonna like pursue. Like Corey, like you said, you would do competitive tournaments or fighting games, and Flash, I know you're big into shooters and things like that. So, like, what, like I said, what was that moment that you were like, yeah, this is the one, this is the genre for me? Like, what game was it, or just like what like moment was it?
I'll go first. It was when I realized I didn't need nobody else to be good or be considered good. Growing up, like we all play sports, play basketball, ran track, and everything, but I also did karate for 12 years. And granted, I hated it. I just was really good at it. And my dad was my instructor, so like he pushed me and all that. But like I can't say that there wasn't a little part of me that enjoyed knowing I was one of the best and you couldn't do nothing about it. Like it was me that was the best. It wasn't because I was on a good team or someone made me better and stuff like that. It was like it was me putting in the work out there. So I think that's kind of a part what drew me to fighting games after, because I didn't get into it until I joined the military. I didn't get into like competing. And then I was just like, oh shit, this seems cool. It's fun. I love fighting games. Like it's super fun. And then I was like, oh, I don't need nobody else. I can do this. It's not like, you know, the only other game I knew that people competed in at the time was like Madden and 2K. But, you know, it was just like, I didn't want to play Madden or 2K because once again, it was, you got to worry about the AI can fuck you up. Your guy don't catch a pass or your quarterback overthrows the ball. Fighting games is kind of, it is what it is. It's like, you learn the rules, you learn how the game work, and it's you versus the other person. It's a chess match, and it's just like, you can't say the computer cheated me. You can't say the game cheated me out of it. It's just like, you know what's going to happen. You can literally script it to happen how you want it to happen. So I think that's kind of what did it for me.
Okay.
Mine was more or less, I had a lot of factors, my family factored into a lot of the stuff that forced me, not necessarily, I can't say forced, but made me want to become like a competitive shooter. The first one was I could never beat my brother. And the moment I beat my brother, and then I realized he started telling people after they beat him that they won't fucking with me. All right, I need to take this competitive. But and I never ever actually told anyone this story or the reason, my major reason behind it outside of the money. My son uncle told my son and his mom that I could never be a competitive Call of Duty player. So they kind of just drove me to actually do it. So the first tournament I won, I actually sent him a picture with me and the trophy.
Oh, I bet that felt
That
good.
felt good, didn't it?
Ooh, I bet that felt good.
So it's crazy because my son actually has that picture on his wall. I don't have the picture anymore.
That's
he has
what's
it on
up.
his wall.
Oh,
But
man, that's what you do.
that was
always prove them wrong.
that was the main thing that really drove me into competitive gaming was that. But yeah, it's between him and my brother. Because when I say I can never beat my brother and shit, you know how you got the older brother or the older sibling, and you can't beat them in nothing. They're always faster. They're always stronger. He's always been faster. He's always been stronger. The moment I beat his ass in Call of Duty, just kind of took off from there.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, Flash. I sit there and think about like the first game I remember really getting my ass beat in. It was Tekken 3. And it was my dad and my uncle. They were really big Tekken fans. Like they loved it. They played that shit every fucking day. And I would get my ass beat. And I'll never forget, my dad used to pick what's his name? Beck. He was Hwang before Hwang was around on Tekken 3. My dad used to beat my ass with that motherfucker. I'll never forget, I cheated the fuck out of him. I learned the Eddie Gordo cheat, just mass and X and circle. And then once I did that, I was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. You easy. You ain't got. Now I know, we both was ass, but it was just like that. I think that kind of what drove me. And I was like, yeah, all right, I can beat you here. Like you can't beat me. Can't beat me there. So, and then fast forward now, it's sort of like the same feel. Like I could say I never really wanted to be the best. I love competing. Like I think that's it. I could sit there and like, so you go to tourneys and like I'll get knocked out of a tourney and go play casuals the rest of the day because I just love like just trying to get better, and I don't necessarily want to be the best, if that makes sense. Because it's like, I guess where I'm at right now, at point it was, and the point I did want to be like the very best.
Like no one ever was.
I'm about to say ass catch him.
Hey man, you know, maybe it'll change when Street Fighter 6 comes out. Maybe that'll be the game that gets me like back into like wanting to be the very best and grinding super hard. I mean, I'm super excited for the game. You know what I'm saying? Bricked up like a motherfucker, but excuse me, I don't have the desire. I guess now because I guess Flash Gamer, we're in content creation mode more so. Like we tell it all the time. It's like we don't play to win. We play to make clips. We play for highlights. Like that's kind of what we play for now because that's what it's kind of turned into, especially because of the pandemic. Like I wasn't traveling, going nowhere. I won't go into no events. I wasn't really entering online tournaments. I was like, oh, I'll take a break from competing all together and play other games. And that's kind of how I got started in streaming. I started streaming MLB. I was playing baseball mostly. Then I played Paladins with Flash and Call of Duty and all types of other stuff. I was barely playing fighting games. It wasn't until like I'll play every now and then. People were like, oh, you're really good. And then I started incorporating it more into my streams. But I'll probably say like, because I started streaming a while ago and then I took a few years off to finish school. And then when I came back, it wasn't streaming fighting games. It was streaming baseball. So.
All right, that's what's up, man. Well, that's a really great journey. I love both of your stories because like they come from a personal place of just like a natural place. It's not just I wanted to pick up the game and start playing for. It's like there's a genuine place that it came from. So you can tell that there's real passion there. That's dope.
I mean, yeah, look at our age though. We come from the area of gaming where it wasn't no money. We didn't know you can make money, so we played this shit. We played this shit out just purely wanting to win, be good. You know what I'm saying? Like even today, fighting games still poverty as fuck, bro. Like you don't make no real money. It's just like
bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The worst payouts in all of like esports.
Fighting game payout is fucking horrible, bro. You have to be a content creator or you have to win like everything to really like make a decent living. So it's like when you see fighting game players being that good, especially in games that are poverty, that you know ain't never gonna be a good, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to make real money in. Well, I mean today because of content creation is different, but that's how you know it's like it's for the passion, it's for the love. It's like because this ain't you want to be famous and big and want to be a Shroud or Timmy or whatever. You ain't gonna do it playing fighting games. You know what I'm saying? It took Sonic Fox wearing the suit. And
you got Sonic Fox and Ninja Killer and maybe a couple.
Even then though, like
even them, they're not making like crazy paper.
It took Justin Wong 20-something years to get the recognition that he deserved. Kind of same goes for Daigo. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Sonic Fox. It took him. It took them. They were winning every tournament for like 7 years straight, and then it took them putting on a suit and then causing controversy, whatever, due to their sexual preference or personal orientation to finally get their recognition. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a poverty genre. It really is. It's getting up there, and it's changing a little bit, but
but it's nowhere near like the Call of Duties and the shooters and the RPG, MMORPGs, all those other ones. Yeah, they're not paying like those other ones in.
Oh yeah, man.
At all.
Multiverses was the very first fighting game ever to have a concurrent player base of 100,000. Apex does 300,000 a day. Think about that. Apex has 300,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. It took Multiverses to be the very first one to have that many people playing a game, a fighting game on a day. Smash might have done it, but we can never look up Nintendo numbers. For what can be tracked, Multiverses.
Yeah.
Hands down. Like
Multiverse had a lot of hype at Evo too.
As a side tournament.
Multiverses put their own money into it, but Multiverses wanted to grow into an esport. So like Multiverses even believed in the esports part of their game. That was in it from the start.
Yeah.
They had good payouts too. Like
the payouts was bro.
But think about the money that is coming. It's coming from Warner Brothers. The bag over there is so big. It don't mean nothing to them. They got all these IPs. They're gonna clean up on this other stuff easy. So they're not like Nintendo where Nintendo wants to hoard all their properties. Like Warner Brothers is like, let's do it, and because it's cross-platform, it's a free game, but they know people are gonna want to. I mean, they're gonna make money just like Apex.
Regardless.
They're gonna make money regardless off of people buying, the skins and the
Extra
bonus
characters,
content,
all types of
extra
stuff.
characters. They gonna clean up, and if they can like I said, I was saying this game has the ability to have the same level and same amount of characters that Smash Ultimate have because they have so many IPs to pull from. They barely scratched the surface of the IPs that they can get to.
But
so
they're learning a big lesson right now, though, that in fighting games, characters and play types make the game, and they don't have enough of it.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that they're learning very early.
They got to ramp it up.
They have to put more characters, more different play styles in the game that are actually fun to play. Like, I was excited for LeBron. He fucking sucks. And I never thought I'd say that about LeBron in my lifetime. But, like, LeBron in the video game, he sucks.
LeBron has a really high skill ceiling. It takes a lot of practice to get good with LeBron. Like, a lot.
And why play LeBron when you can just play Superman and Batman or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you gotta like open it up a little bit. So that's the only problem with multiverses. But hey, man, salute to them.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make it. I think it's gonna be real big. Cause you remember, I think, it's not necessarily. I think I seen a lot of people do this. Remember, cause Corey and I was gonna do a Smash tournament once before, and then we did our homework and was like, let's not fuck with Nintendo. Let's not fuck with them. Let's not even do this fucking tournament. We're good, but I feel like you can do it with multiverses. Like, I haven't seen anyone or heard anyone having issues with multiverses or people doing like different tournaments for them. So
multiverses they'll probably sponsor you if you reach out to multiverses.
Probably help you out. Yeah.
The thing about multiverses though is it's gonna never go nowhere because of the number one reason it's free to play, and you can pick it up and play the game at any time. Like, I forgot who we had this conversation with, but the thing with video games, especially these days, right, is people play a certain game because they pay for it and they feel like they have to play it. Especially these days, because you're not just going to GameStop no more. Most people are buying stuff digitally. So when you spend your 40, 50, 60 bucks to play a game, you're going to play at least until you feel like you got your money's worth, and then you're never going to touch that shit again. Versus if it's a free-to-play game, you pick it up and come back all the time. Think about Apex. Flash says he's going to quit Apex once every 3 months. But he always has the option to come back because he didn't invest any money into the game. So if he does feel like playing, it's like, cool, versus, nah, that game pissed me off for $60. I'm never touching it again. I want no parts. So, like, I think that's why Warzone is popular. Think about how many people fall off of Call of Duty. Stop playing. But Warzone ain't never going to go nowhere because it's free to play.
And it's easy as fuck. It takes no skill.
Don't let them hear you say it. You know what I'm talking about.
They say it.
Don't let them do G Fueler say it.
They say it. It takes no skill. It's easy as fuck. You can leave that, not play it for like months to years on time, and come back and it's literally the same game. You just got to find out what gun is better.
Damn.
Well,
So it takes skill to actually win shit in Apex.
Yeah,
this is true.
I do feel like it is a higher skill game. Definitely a higher skill game.
So this actually kind of leads into my question for y'all. So both of you are very ingrained in your genres that like you competed in.
Yeah.
So even though you're like there's a fighting game genre and there's like a shooting thing, are there games in that genre where you're just like, I can't get with this? It's like there are fighting games, but there are tons of different kinds of fighting games. So you can't like all of them. Same thing with shooters. Not just because a game has guns in it doesn't mean that you're gonna like it. So are there games in those genres you just can't get with?
I can't get with. Do you mean like we just don't personally like, or we don't think are good games?
You don't like.
That gives me two different answers.
That you don't like.
Oh.
You want to go first? I got my answer.
Yeah, games I don't like. I mean, I don't consider it a fighting game, but they're gonna cry over it. Smash. I don't. It's a party game at all. I don't like the game. I don't want to play it. I never want to play it. Like, it's not a fighting game. It's a party game that you made competitive, which is different. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you can't. You're forcing something that wasn't made for it. So it's just like that's the thing that gets me. Is like when they criticize Nintendo. Oh my God, we're having tourneys and you guys don't want to support us. And the motherfucker that created the game said that ain't what I created it for, so I don't want to support it. Why are you mad at them? Now I can see if it was Street Fighter and they're putting together world tours and stuff like that and not supporting the game or something like that. But this motherfucker literally said, hey, this is supposed to be a party game for fun that you motherfuckers make competitive, and that's not how I want my game to be played. That's literally what he said. So it's just like, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I'm cool.
It's actually not a bad one.
Told
I
y'all.
would have to say for mine, I don't know. I'm gonna give you two parts to this answer because a lot of the shooting games is not necessarily that. Like, I will write off a shooting game without playing it. I've done it plenty of times. Corey can tell you. Halo, Hyperscape, fucking Splitgate. I will write a game off before playing.
You know what's fucking crazy? He played all three of them after I told him so, and he enjoyed it. That's the worst part. I recommended all three of those games. Like, yo, try this. I said, Flash, you would like the game. Even if I'm not good at it, you would like the game. Oh, I'm not touching that shit. I'm not touching that shit. I'm never gonna play that game. My name is Flash.
Nigga, why the fuck do you give me that voice?
Yeah, I know, right?
Because that's just what it sounds like, bro. That's what it sounds like.
You sound like a Muppet to him.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like. Because it's like this,
bro.
Because 3 times I dealt with the same thing, and I'm like, all right, bro. And then here I have to go watch. I pull up stream render one time. Flash is playing what? And I don't even say nothing. I wait and just wait. He was like, oh yeah, so and so asked me to play this game, so I played. I said, oh, so when I said, yo, let's play this is a problem, but goddamn so and so say so, is Flash A1 cool? Bet no problem.
No. Okay, so I can say what Dead gave me. I didn't want to look a fool on their YouTube channel playing Splitgate.
Oh, all right.
That's why I was playing it that day on on stream.
Esquire would tell you, bro. I was so upset and I raged because I was trying to get Flash to play Splitgate with me one day for stream. I was like, yo, I literally like this game. It's free to play. I'm not asking to put no money in. I was trying to get 4 people so we could run Splitgate lobbies. Flash gave me he said, fuck me. That's how I know. He was like, I said, yo, Flash, you trying to play Splitgate? He said, boy, fuck you. I ain't playing that shit. I said, all right, cool, bet. Whatever, bro. Hey,
yeah,
but look though, but Dead is slide through. Shit, I gotta get good. I don't want to look silly. Really?
Didn't look silly.
Okay, bet. So
I didn't come off as much as I want to, but I didn't look silly.
Look, since then I ain't asked Flash to play nothing else. I let him look. I knew about Shadowline for months. I ain't want to say a word to him. I said I'll let him discover it on his own. I'll see if he like. I ain't even gonna tell him to play it. I ain't gonna tell him to download it. He's just gonna find out, bro. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
It makes you feel better. I played mouse and keyboard.
Nope. Nope. Don't butter me up. Nope.
All right, but yeah, I can say it's necessarily I wouldn't play the game, but I probably would enjoy it afterward. But I think the game that I think absolutely fucking sucks is Battlefield. No matter which Battlefield it is. The reason behind it is I don't really play shooters for realism. So I play to do like silly off the wall type shit. Like I don't want bullet drop like that. I don't care for bullet drop. If I put a shot somewhere, that's where I want that shit to go.
I want that bitch straight.
That's not happening in Battlefield. I have to adjust to all of that shit. So I think if it's a game that I say I will probably never play, it would be Battlefield. Like I would never play that shit again.
It's okay. Somebody's gonna come along and ask him to play when it's free to play.
Not.
Or somebody's gonna give him the game and we'll
then
play.
Overwatch. I'm never playing Overwatch again either. That's that Overwatch and Battlefield is in the same genre with me. So I'm never playing them shits.
I agree. Well, I play Overwatch when Paladins is right there. But yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question.
Well,
you guys said good answers to my question. I appreciate that. I could tell that y'all have had this conversation before. I really didn't know that he didn't like Splitgate because I remember I asked him before. I was like, I know you only like shooter games. So I'm trying to find a game that fits in with you, with what you play. Since I'm saying I want this to be a seamless transition. And when I was like, damn, what? I was like, what shooters do I got? I was like, 'cause I ain't finna tell the team we gotta buy some shit. What's something that's free that I know we could all do? I was like, oh, goddamn, Splitgate. I played that. We liked it. I said, hey, bro, you got Splitgate? Nigga said, I think he said something like, I could get it or something like that. I was like, okay,
look, let's do it. It's only been one time I told Flash to play a game and he played it and liked it. Well, I ain't gonna say liked it. First time he played it and he played Road Company. And you know the worst fucking part?
I fucks with Road Company.
He had to spend money to play it.
I fucks with Road
That
Company.
was the crazy part, bro. The game dropped. It was like literally no joke. It was what E3 a few years ago, some shit like that. It was E3 2020. It was like E3 2020.
Yeah.
They did a little show. They said, "Oh yeah, this is a new game we're coming out with." And guess what? It's available today to play. I was like, "All right, bet." And I was like, "Oh, it's from the same people that made Paladins." Hell yeah, I'm sold. And I was like, "Is it free to play?" I was like, "Damn," but it's only $10. I paid the 10. Flash bought the deluxe version day one.
I did. I
was like, "Oh, okay." So look, that's the first game I ever recommended to him. So I'm thinking he'll like, all right, cool. He'll play the other shit. So when sometimes Hyperscape come around, I'm like, yo, this game is actually pretty fucking good. I know it's not Apex or nothing, but I think he'll like it. And you don't got to spend money. Boy, fuck you. All right.
I said I was tired of BRs at that point in time.
Whatever. Boy, fuck you. All right, cool. Got it. He was a Dead by Daylight streamer at the time.
Too good. The PlayStation just kept turning off for no fucking reason.
Then we fast forward to goddamn Splitgate. I was like, oh, this shit's kind of fun. This shit kind of cool. And it's free to play. Oh, bet. Let's hop on and fucking play. Boy, fuck you. All right, cool, bet. All right, well.
Splitgate was ass when I first played it, though.
Look, the last time, Halo dropped, right? And I'm just like, yo, Halo is...
No,
I was like, look. I said...
You didn't fucking like Halo.
I said, no, time out. Listen to it. I said, yo, Flash, come play Halo with me. It's free to play. And I heard you don't... Like, it's a game that caters to controller players, which Flash is a controller player. I play mouse and keyboard now. So, all right, cool. And I enjoyed it the first little bit. This is before everybody figured out what the cheap shit was. So, like, the first couple of days, that shit was fun. I ain't want to play it. So then I stopped playing the game because I'm like, all right, fuck it. Nobody want to play it. Here come Flash a week and a half later. Oh, what's the high rank? I'm Onyx Flash. I got 5,500 score. I never lose in rank. I'm amazing. I'm like,
full of shit.
Damn. Okay.
No.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the other two, maybe.
Damn.
He's exaggerating his ass off on Halo. He exaggerated. I was like, I'm not gonna play it until I see someone play it. So him, my friend Kalia, and I can't remember who else was playing with y'all. They was playing this shit and no one looked like they was fucking having fun the entire fucking time.
Dang.
All I heard was, it takes too many bullets to kill someone. It takes too many bullets to kill someone. So I bet I'm not downloading this shit. So like 2-3 days later, my homie Die Hard and Robbie are playing this shit. And I'm like, these niggas are laughing like you see Black Boy Joy right now. Like they having fun. Bet I'll play this shit. So I started playing it. And then I think Die Hard homie, because we was playing ranked. For some odd reason, they threw my ass in ranked. I never played a Halo on multiplayer before in my life. They threw us in ranked. I'm in fucking bronze. His friend was in like fucking plat 2 or some shit like this. And he's like, damn, y'all not good enough to get plat 2? Bet. That's all the fuck I needed. That's all I needed. He never got out of plat and I made it Onyx. That was the reason for me playing it.
Why do you have
I'm not gonna do shit.
So many Michael Jordan-esque stories?
Right?
So
He has a very Jordan.
You
don't
really villains
I took
and
that
taking it
personally.
personally.
Yeah, embodied it.
You gonna sit there and be like, because it's someone that I know that if I feel like I'm better than you in whatever shooter we play, and you be like, damn, you ain't do this, or you couldn't make it here, bet I'm gonna prove you wrong.
You know who Flash is? Flash is Vega from Street Fighter. Very narcissistic. He knows he's better than you. And if he don't know he's better than you, he's going to prove he's better than you. The only person that can beat his ass is Chun-Li, and that's Betty. So, like, he's basically Vega. Flash is Vega from Street Fighter. So, there we go.
Nah.
We got it.
Nah.
Makes so much sense.
Can Flash backflip? I'm sure he has a backflip. And he got a claw. He just bought new swords or some shit like that. So, there we go. He can stick them
I
with
do
his
have a new
hand.
one.
See? And Flash definitely probably got a mask somewhere from Halloween being a menace in these streets. So
I thought about getting a Vega mask.
See, there we go.
Makes so much sense now.
It all makes sense, bro. You just
Yeah.
look, y'all know because y'all wrestling fans. I say everything is 3 things. Everything is wrestling, everything is fighting games, and everything is sports. You can take those 3 things and apply it to every aspect of life and break it down, and it will make sense in somehow, some way.
Cause it's the way that every story of him where he perseveres or does really good at something. It starts with, yeah, they said I couldn't do it, or they told me I was only this good. And like when I was watching The Last Dance, every Jordan story started with that, and like everybody in the show was like, Yeah, man, they wasn't even saying it like they wouldn't even mean this. But if you say anything to Mike, it's a problem. It just
Right.
and next thing you know, he dropping 50 on you next time he see you, and
And
it's a personal vendetta.
I took that shit
I
personally.
took that shit personally.
Right.
Vlad, there you go. You talking about earlier, someone said, yo, nice shoes. And he said, he thinking, what you mean, nice shoes, nigga?
No, that's different.
It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. It's cool. It's all right.
Corey, come on now. You know someone say some shit. It's them fighting words, bro, because they gonna try to take them shits off
bro,
you.
It is fighting words, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know. I just, you know, now that they pointed it out, you know what I'm saying? I can bring up many of examples of how it's played out. Oh, Flash can't snipe. Oh, Flash can't snipe. All right, bet. Next thing you know, you want to be Snipe Man. You know what I'm saying? You want to sit there and talk about, oh, Flash can't be a variety streamer. He only good at shooters. Next thing you know, the nigga don't play shooters for 6 months because he's trying to be the greatest Hades player in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it all comes back to somebody just has to challenge Flash, and now I understand. If I want Flash, I just have to challenge him.
I told Flash, I said, bro, you need to transition into being an Uno streamer. He keep acting like you're not gonna do it. But I feel like if I keep saying it enough, he gonna become an Uno streamer.
Nah, just tell him, say, you suck at Uno. You'll never be good at Uno. And I guarantee that nigga will have 100,000 people in the stream watching him beat the brakes on people in Uno. Just because you said he couldn't do it.
Nah, bro.
Wood said Flash can't rob a bank and drop a bill off at my door. Look, and guarantee by motherfucking Tuesday, Flash would have found a way to sit here and be like, all right, bro, here go your meal. Like, oh, okay. All right, thanks.
As long as you use that shit to get me out of jail.
Look,
I'll find a way.
you guys have you've learned me something about Flash today. Or I always say awoken, open my third eye for Flash. It all makes sense now. Flash, you have any last questions for our guests?
Nah, bro. I see what Granddad feeling like when we kept talking about his drug ring.
What?
I get it now. I get it now.
He said, I get it now.
I get it now. I get it now.
Y'all keep bringing this up like it's actual fact. I don't know what's going on.
It ain't a lie.
Just because a lot of people say it don't make it true. Come on now.
Everybody ain't lying though.
Everybody
right.
ain't
The eyes.
Everybody ain't truth either.
Right. The eyes here. There's 4 people saying that you selling drugs. At least one of us got to be telling the truth.
Right.
Me?
That's how you know you can't count. No, there's 4.
I'm saying it's wrong. Look. This ain't about.
Right. So even by that math, if one person says it's wrong, one person at least is true. So
I'm an advocate for the DARE program.
oh my God. So was Nino Brown.
Right.
Oh, speaking of, y'all gonna go see New Jack City on ice?
You talking about the play?
Yeah. New Jack City play? Nah, it's a play.
It's a play. It's a stage.
Yeah, it's a play.
It's starring Alan Payne. Who else? Damn, I saw the poster too.
If it was on ice, I'd probably see it just to see.
It's like
I thought it was fake when I first saw it.
Yeah, the niggas who you think would be in it are in it.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, but Alan Payne is in it, but I forgot the other.
Oh yeah, Flex Alexander's in it.
Yes,
Really?
yes, Flex.
Yes, Flood App is in
Who
it.
playing Nino? Who playing Nino?
I don't know who's playing Nino. It might be Flood App, to be honest.
All right, let's check. Hold on, I got this computer right in front of
Yeah,
me.
they check out Wesley.
Nah, I think Wesley producing it though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's actually producing. Big Daddy Kane's playing Nino.
This
okay,
man
that'll work.
Flex do not turn down roles, bro.
This man Flex had the audacity to play Michael Jackson.
That's awesome.
Hey,
Like, whenever I think Flex,
man.
unfortunately, I always think of his mistake in playing Michael Jackson.
Like,
Like,
why,
who
bro?
told
Like,
him?
who told you that was a good idea?
I bet you Belly on Ice be better than the movie. So
Damn.
Belly is not a good movie, dog. It's not.
Belly,
which-
look, Belly is only iconic because of that opening. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else about Belly is trash, bro. And
The
the dude eating the
opening.
banana.
Oh,
And
and,
the dude eating the banana.
and Tara Hicks.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know, I mean, that's really
It's
why.
not bad.
Like so the Belly is known for like moments, not even the whole movie. It's like
The
literally.
cinematography of Belly is amazing. I think that's what.
Oh
it is.
yeah,
the
Hype
cinematography is really good.
Hype Williams was a genius at the time with the camera. So like that's what really sold it to. But yeah, as a movie, it's not a great movie. It's not well written. It's not well, story's not that good. It's the acting ain't that great. It's just it's
man.
Oh, damn.
R.I.P. DMX.
it's not. But RIP DMX,
Yeah, man.
Y'all can actually watch it. It's that shit gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia for like 4 different times.
There you go.
At the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center. Oh, she's gonna be here in Charlotte too.
There you go.
There you go. You got to see it now.
It's gonna be in DC too, Corey.
I'm
So
good.
it's Flex Alexander, Alan Payne, Big Daddy King, and Tretch.
Tretch is in it.
Tretch is in it. I remember Tretch on the poster. Yeah, bro, it's a movie. I said it's a theatrical event. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm. Same city, new struggle. One crime family defies the world.
Yeah,
I wait for the bootleg to drop.
Right. I'll wait for the YouTube. I'll wait for the Twitter clips of someone to laugh at it, and then we'll see how funny it is.
Right.
So, fellas, what is next for you all individually, as well as what's next for DEG?
That's a good question. Individually, I still got the Hold It Down podcast where I'm on that with my co-host Quan. We talk battle rap stuff. I'm in the battle rap, so always doing that. But what's next with me? I told you about software engineering. DEG, I don't know, man. So my goal, I can say my goal was for DEG this year, because my goal was to branch out and to get guests and to just like start building a stronger sense of community with other Black content creators. So that was
You've done a good job of that.
Yeah, you've been holding it down, bro.
That was really my goal this year. Was like every month, like if not every month, at least every other month. Like we have to have a guest in some way, shape, or form. And the only months we didn't was July. I was out of town, so I was like, I didn't want to force it if I'm not there, because I'm the one who usually like goes out and finds the guests. And then this month we came to your show, so we didn't have one this month. But usually I'm all about it. Like, all right, I need to find this guest. I want our fans, even our fans, to be introduced to other Black content creators that they might already be familiar with. So that's what I'm really on for us right now.
For me, like individually, like I said, still working on and finishing this album. I'm really heavily focusing on my music stuff. After that's all said and done, I'm most likely will be diving back into to Twitch streaming, getting back to that, especially because there's a lot of big games coming out that I'm a fan of that I would love to stream. So I'm gonna try to get.
Man, we gotta play the expansion for Alien Fire.
We gotta do Alien Fire Team, and then I want to stream like Bayonetta 3, and I want to stream God of War, Callisto Protocol. A lot of big games coming out. So I'm gonna try to get back into that after I finish this album. As far as DEG, man, I want us to continue to keep growing. Like I love the fact that we're branching out. We're bringing in guests. We're being guested on podcasts. I just want us to continue to grow and continue to just keep just spreading this authentic group of people who are just who just have a genuine love for games, and just bring more people into the fold. And hopefully, like I said, down the line within the next year, 2 years, we hit a big break, and we are able to expand out more. Because before the pandemic, it was mostly on me. My goal mostly before the pandemic was for us to be out at conventions and things like that. Like I got us into DreamCon. I was actively working on getting us into TwitchCon and all these other and all these other things, because I had a lot of connections before the pandemic who all had to leave their jobs after, because they all got fired or lost their jobs. So a lot of stuff fell through. So that was a goal that I was looking forward to doing, that unfortunately had to be put on the back burner, and still is because of how everything is. So I just want us to grow naturally, and continue to, be a great source for content for Black creators and people just who enjoy what we do. So, yeah.
Mr. Focharity.
Yeah, pretty much just, Dead End Hip Hop stuff. Is the mic still on stuff? We working on something. Hopefully something big come down the pipeline for us that we're working on in the next couple of months. It's just been taking forever. And then I really wish, if outside of my work and stuff, I wish I can find I've been saying this forever. I really want to get like a good consistent streaming schedule where like on this day I'm doing this type of stream, and then on this day I'm doing this. I really want to, but it's so damn hard, because then all the other stuff I'm involved in is like, taking me away from doing, other stuff. So it's really tough. But I mean, other than that, man, it's just, they're still trying to work on this brand, get the brand going, and hell, looking forward to the holiday season, because that means time off of work and spending time with loved ones. So yeah.
Yep.
Shit. All right, fellas. Once again, Flash, you have any last words for the guest, for the gentleman?
Nah, bro, appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all day to come up here.
Appreciate
know
you.
y'all be busy as hell.
Appreciate the invite, man.
Yeah,
Always.
it's always nice when people ask to talk to you. You know, it's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
different. You know.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, y'all the homies. I respect as men, as black men, as other content creators. I respect the hell out of y'all. Just what y'all doing, even from afar. Whether y'all came on the show or not, like I said, I told Beeson when he was on the show, y'all always got a supporter in me, no matter what y'all doing. So, thank y'all once again for being an example. And once again, like I saw y'all show before I even started doing this myself. So it's just like once again, just an example of like how to do something else is amazing. And I'm very thankful for one Dio introducing me to y'all and us building a relationships and having a connection. So I appreciate the hell of y'all fellas for coming on.
Appreciate you too, man.
Yeah, man.
definitely.
Flash, you already know, bro. You my motherfucking family. You know what I'm saying? Love you for life. You know what I'm saying? My brother and shit. We love
Make me
to
cry. You know I'm a bitch.
I didn't say it, you did. We always ask our guests where we're gonna send the show. So one of you gentlemen can give me a name, or we'll send the raid. And I want to do something new this season because this is the first episode of season 3. I normally end with like different questions and stuff, but I got a general question that I want to be the theme of this season, which is, what have you learned about yourself through Twitch? Since we are on Twitch, and this is where we are streaming, kind of what brought us together.
Cell phone switch.
I think for me, I've learned just not only being on the podcast, but me streaming myself, I've learned how much people really like, I guess, value what you do, or like your like value what you do, even if it's like just your time or being there, and people showing up to take time out of their day to watch you play a game, hear you talk about something, hear you whatever it is, like being on Twitch and just seeing people take time out of their day and whatever they're going on because they genuinely value and enjoy what we do. That's a great feeling, and that's something that was like really like it started when I started doing YouTube. I first realized that, but when you see it live and in real time, and you're interacting with these people, and you can just see that these people really genuinely just care and fuck with you, based on just your opinion and just how you naturally are. I think that's really really dope. So that's what I learned about my Twitch journey and doing this, is that people from all walks of life can genuinely just care and grow a bond or connection to you, and you don't even have to ever meet them, but it's just something about what you do or what you say that resonates with them. So I think that's really dope.
Big
That's a good
B.
fucking answer. Jesus Christ, that was a good answer.
Yeah, that was
I ain't
good.
Yeah, I
expect that
know.
good
I
answer.
don't even know how to.
He's like,
Don't even know how to follow. Don't even know how to follow up. Don't even
Granddad
know
was
how to
saving
follow
that
up with
answer,
that.
bro. He was saving that answer.
Yeah,
Hell
I don't
yeah.
even know how to.
Hey,
I don't
look,
know
hey,
how to
you know how I
follow up
get
with
down
that.
around here, boy.
This
that's an
nigga
old man.
said,
That's a granddad ass. That's an old man answer right there.
Hey,
hell yeah, bro. This
look, what I
nigga.
tell you, bro, that's why they gave me that name. Bro, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, do what you do.
This nigga I thought this nigga was winning some type of award the way he had a whole
Bro,
speech planned.
don't let
What
me
the
win some
hell is
shit,
this?
bro. Bro, don't let me win some shit. Oh, it's a rap, bro.
Grammy nominated Granddad Willie soon
Right.
come.
Right.
What did I learn? Not what he learned. Shit.
Yeah. What did I learn since like being on Twitch?
Yeah, about yourself though.
Oh, about myself.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't never even thought about this, to be honest with you. That's fucking crazy. I
Ain't
mean, I
thought about this either.
I just stream because I'm like, okay, I guess people, fuck with me or whatever. So let me go live and chat with the people.
You know, goddamn well, people in all fucking countries
famous,
fuck with you,
bro. They
Beezy.
fuck
I
with
don't know what
you.
you
no,
tripping for.
no,
You've been famous for over 10 years, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I learned about myself,
I can go.
man,
You're not ready. I think
I
I'm
need
ready.
to, you know what I do need. I mean, I ain't gonna say this is. I don't know if I really answered the question. I want to try more to like interact with the chat a lot more, because that's one thing when I'm playing the game, I'll be so locked into the game that I forget to talk to the chat, and like I just see the words.
He really
going up.
does.
Yeah, the words just be going up, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, that's right, y'all are talking, huh?" And I just be so locked in the game, man. So I just need to learn how to just like interact with the chat a lot more. If there's anything I need to learn about myself since I've been on Twitch, I need to interact with the chat more.
I don't know if that answers the question, but we're not
Yeah,
going to get
I already
better
said.
ones. So
Yeah,
it's no
Look,
point.
he,
It's
he,
no
he
I already
gave
point.
us a
said. I
disclaimer ahead
said
of
it.
time.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's
look,
no
I'm
point
not.
digging into that.
Yeah.
I learned about myself on Twitch something that I really did not realize this until like a little while ago, is that I have a bigger voice in gaming than I realized because I was playing with one of my homies who watches the show, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, you heard about such and such like in gaming sense." He's like, "Nah, bro, I don't be looking up news no more. I just wait for y'all show." I was like, "Wait, nigga, like we're your news? Like you think
Yeah.
of us as the news? Like
telling you.
I didn't know people really did it. I thought people were just tuned in to like listen to us tell jokes and stuff for a little while, but then they'd go do their own research.
Yeah.
But then when it dawned on me that we are their news, so that's why I'm really big on making sure we like have factual, credible sources for the most part. I try not to talk about gossip unless it's like
Yeah.
good, but I really take the time to read every article and do my research before I come in there and just start talking because I don't want nobody run around saying stuff that's just wrong. So I learned that I'm a news source, and I did not. I still don't believe it fully, but it's happened enough times to where I guess I should start believing it.
And there we have it. Flash, would you like to answer the question? Get your one out the way. You want to save it for a later episode?
Nah. Granddad stole the thunder, bro. I don't even want to go behind that.
Right.
on now.
Right.
I'm good. I don't even want to go behind that.
Listen, and I took that personally. That's a challenge, bro.
Nah.
Come back next time with your best speech because now you feel like you can't do better than that.
Bro, you gonna shut the whole game down next time, bro.
Nope. It was too good. It was too good, bro.
You was even pull out a scroll and just start reading.
please, not a scroll.
No, just consider this my baseball seasons right here, bro.
Yeah. Well, Granddad, since you had the award-winning answer, can you give me a name that we can send the raid to?
Oh wow,
And,
that's my prize. Okay. So let's see. We can send y'all over to let's see who's live right now. Let me pull up my Twitch.
And don't forget, y'all, follow Dead End Gaming on everything. Which it was so hard getting y'all trying to find all your links. It's Dead End Gaming on
They're not all the
YouTube,
same.
Dead End Gaming ATL on Twitch, and Dead End Games on Instagram and Twitter. And fellas, you want to give out your normal Twitter or normal Twitch handles as well, so that people can go follow you if they're not following you already.
Yes, is BZ430 across everything. BEEZY430 everywhere.
Yeah, Granddad Wooly on everything. GRANDADWOOLLY. But if you even type in any variation of it, I'll pop up. So yeah,
you got it. We know.
But you got it. Yeah, that's what it is.
All my socials are the same, luckily. So it's not Bloodbath. So it's NOTBLDBTH. All of them is the same. That's the TikTok. I don't even post on TikTok, but I got it just in case I start posting the IG, the Twitter. So yeah, all my socials is the same.
Yeah. And there we have it. Y'all know my socials. Y'all know. Oh, Flash, you gonna go ahead?
No. I'm gonna say before we finish. So I just found out something. Is this dating going back to one of the things we were talking about? So in the NFL right now, 19 players from high schools in Miami, Florida, and Houston, Texas. There's 16 players from Detroit, Michigan, 15 from Tampa Bay or from Tampa, Florida, and Bradenton. I ain't even never heard of that place in Florida.
Bradenton? Yeah, I know.
But it's 14 players from there as well. Those are the most in the NFL right now.
It's like, I'll say this: it's almost impossible to be from Florida and not know somebody who does play professionally or has played professionally. I know like 3 or 4 off the top of my head, and I've played with some personally.
That's
the adjustment. Y'all crazy out there with y'all getting sports.
There we go. Where we going, Granddad?
All right, so we're gonna raid Shell OAG. She's playing Grand Theft Auto 5, Black content creator. So we're gonna send you over to her. That's what I'm seeing right now. Everybody else.
Can you type the name in chat for me?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Appreciate it. And don't forget, everybody, this is Dead End Gaming. We are missing you, Tyler. We appreciate you and all the work you do, though, Queen. We will see you on the next episode when you are back with us. Flash, when can the people catch you again?
I don't even know, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. School kicked my ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know. Let's just play it by ear.
Yeah, there we go. And shit, y'all will see me again maybe later on tonight playing COD or something. If not tonight, you guys will see me tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. DEG Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
Yes. It was
No,
7
no, not no 7, not 7. That's too early.
Tuesday night.
That's what I meant, like
that's too
7
early.
Tuesday.
Let's just tell them.
That's what I meant. Tuesday, 7 o'clock, right? 8. All right.
8. We'll say 8.
Easter.
Eastern.
It's 7 Central, sure.
All right. Sometime between 7 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Tuesday night, y'all will catch the Dead End Crew again, y'all.
Follow us, and then when you get that notification, and follow the Discord. When you get that
I
notification,
say about 7:50. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Tell them, Kev. Tell them.
Next episode of Cocktails will feature the one and only Kalia Chronicles. That will be October 1st. At same time, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that's when you'll catch this show again. Appreciate all you fellas once again for being here. We're going to go right over the shell. This episode will be up on YouTube within the next 48 hours, hopefully. And yeah, anything last y'all want to say to the people?
Zip it up and zip it out.
Never use phone. Shit, you know I was gonna say that.
I knew it. That's why I cautioned. Now you gotta say. Now you gotta say something else. Come on.
Simply do that.
Oh shit! Oh, it's kicking us. It's kicking us. All right, we getting out of here, y'all.
You just not gonna do your saying? Make it messy?
That's not my saying.
Yes, it is, bro.
Oh, that's gonna be a Flash. Is your saying? That's gonna be your saying.